Yo.
Oh, I cannot hear you. Hold on, man.
Okay.
Hold up. Why is my volume being weird?
What is going on, y'all? Sideline report here. Me and Jay's Trident podcast are going to be doing the NFL Hall of Fame preseason game between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The Cleveland Browns, they'll probably have Kellen Mond as one of their quarterbacks who's going to be starting. 2021 draft pick, a third-round draft pick for the Minnesota Vikings. And the Cleveland Browns will probably also have Joshua Dobbs at quarterback as well. And the New York Jets quarterbacks, they're going to see Zach Wilson start in this game. So that'll be pretty interesting to see what Zach Wilson, has learned from, quarterback Aaron Rodgers. And other quarterbacks on the New York Jets roster are Tim Boyle. Aaron Rodgers, of course, obviously isn't going to play. Tim Boyle was an undrafted quarterback from 2018, and he was on the Green Bay Packers from 2018 until 2020. So the New York Jets have two former Green Bay Packers quarterbacks on their roster. And the New York Jets also have Chris Streveler as a quarterback. I don't really know too much about Chris Streveler, so we'll just have to see, how he does for the Cleveland Browns. Or for the New York Jets, excuse me. Jay's Trident podcast was in here. He said that he could not hear me for some reason. So just having some technical difficulties here, but we're about, I would say, probably 10 minutes or so from the start of this game. So definitely got plenty of time here. So no need to worry. Hope you guys are all having a great night. It's really awesome to have NFL football back. Even though this is a preseason game, NFL is back. Definitely excited to have the NFL football season back. The NFL offseason is over. And let's get this NFL season started. I can finally turn my TV back on. Hope you guys are all having a great night. Just getting ready to start the NFL preseason Hall of Fame game, the first preseason game of the year. We are going to see Zach Wilson in this game, so that is exciting. See what he's learned from his mentor, Aaron Rodgers. Starring in particular Squidward TV, who's defensive back played 16 standout seasons for Cincinnati, helping the Bucs win their first Super Bowl. Rondé Barber. Let me try and add Jay's Trident podcast on here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, dude. What is going on?
What's going on, my friend? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. How you doing today, man?
Good. Glad we could finally get together and do this, man. And sorry, my sound wasn't working. I got a new system here, so the sound was all off. So I was like, oh, crap, got to get that fixed.
I was worried. I was like, oh, crap, maybe I'm just going to have to do this solo. But, there's a couple minutes there. I was like, oh, we got about 10 minutes before the game starts here. So
this is why we hopped on 10 minutes before.
Most definitely. So my name's Daniel, by the way. Nice to meet you, Joe.
Are we on? Are we live officially here?
What's that?
Are we actually on live? Or are we
yeah. I'm live here.
Okay.
Are you able to share it on your side, or?
I'm not, unless you have the StreamYard that you're paying for it. I can't share it, but let me go ahead and just make like a community post that I'm on, so maybe get some people in here.
For sure. Do you have this? You have the paid version for StreamYard?
Yeah, I do. I ended up doing it because I did enough streams that
Gotcha.
I was running out of hours to do it. So it may be worth it if we do a bunch of streams to get it.
How much does it cost? Is it monthly or?
Yeah, it was like 20 a month, 19 a month. You can pay for the year. It wasn't too bad. There's like bigger tier ones you can do for like 70 or 80 bucks, but I'm like, I don't need to do all that stuff. I just need like,
they must have a lot of advanced stuff.
Yeah, and I think because a lot of people use it for like conference call stuff, so it's like I don't need it for anything. I'm just doing this for some sports, you know what I mean? So
nothing too serious.
Exactly.
Well, I'll make sure to get that set up for the next one. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. No worries.
We got Aaron Rodgers showing on the screen there. It's still, I don't know how I feel seeing Aaron Rodgers in New York Jets gear.
Oh yeah, this is your first time seeing him. This could be your first time seeing him in a non-Packer uniform since college.
It's just not really the right type of green. I'm not used to it.
Nope. Well, you won't see him probably on the field today. I don't think he's going to play. This should be interesting. I've actually got the Browns and Jets rosters up on my screen here because there might be a lot of guys tonight that we have no idea who they are.
Yeah, exactly. So I think for the Cleveland Browns, I think they have Kellen Mond, who was draft pick, third round draft pick for the Minnesota Vikings in 2021. And then another quarterback they have is Joshua Dobbs as well. And then for the New York Jets, they actually have two quarterbacks who used to be on the Green Bay Packers. Undrafted quarterback Tim Boyle. He was on the team from 2018 to 2020. And then, of course, they have Aaron Rodgers, too, as well. But their other quarterbacks that they have are Zach Wilson, of course, and then Chris Streveler. I don't really know too much about Chris Streveler. Do you?
Was he the guy? He was on the Cardinals, I believe. Let me take a look at the roster here real quick. I actually think he played a little bit when Kyler got hurt once. Let me take a look.
Yeah, to be 100% honest, I don't really know too much about Streveler.
Me either. And he played. He was on the Cardinals for a little bit as like a backup. He played in a game. It was like a couple years ago because I live in Arizona, so I end up watching a lot of Cardinals games. So he played a little bit. I mean, he's probably not going to make the team. So it's just going to be a lot of names. The guy's going to make catches. I'm like, that was number.
We'll just say the numbers for this one.
Yeah, this might be. So for anybody joining us, this is our first forte with football. It's neither of our teams. So bear with us on this one. If it was Packers, Seahawks, we
Yeah, if it doesn't go too well, I don't know, maybe I'll just stick to, Green Bay Packers live streams for the NFL ones after this. But you never know. I mean, I did an NFL Sunday ticket or NFL Red Zone one time, and that was nuts.
Yeah, that's so. I definitely want to do one of those. I think once we get to the regular season, if this is a regular season game, we know Rodgers, we know Watson, we know the guys, we know pretty much all the stars. It's just Hall of Fame preseason game. There's going to be a lot of guys that truth aren't going to make these teams that are playing tonight. So it's going to be, tough to tough to get. I'm just sharing the link onto my page here.
For sure, most definitely, man. I watched an old video that was on your page. I was curious because I was like, man, I'm curious how long I've actually been subscribed to Jay's Trident podcast. I found an old Seahawks video that you made, and you actually said in the video, you said, I appreciate all of my 65 subscribers. And I commented on that video saying, hey, man, I'm like your 65th subscriber or whatever, or something like that. So since number 65, man, and it's awesome. I've seen what you've been doing with your channel, with the shorts and all of the live streams. Really proud of what you've been doing, man.
Thank you, man.
It's really awesome. Yeah. It's really awesome to see you. You know, you're getting closing in on 2,000 subscribers. That's awesome, man.
Thank you. Thank you for that shout out in the Seahawks. Now, I don't know why I didn't see that till last night. I was literally flipping through videos and I saw you. I was like, oh, his Seahawks video's up. And so I appreciate that. And thank you. You were one of the first like bigger channels that, and actually I came across you. You had a video up. It was like how to gain more subs. And it was a cool video to me because it was more, you watch some of these other videos with these guys and they're like, oh, you got to make your title cards and you got to spend this. I'm like, I'm not spending 8 hours putting a video together. And yours was just more like, hey, like know the algorithm, get things out quick for sports. And it just kind of like resonated with me. And I appreciated that. And I think that's why I subbed to you and then comment. And then it started. Yeah, you were one of the OG subscribers on my channel.
Yeah. Davian,
do you want to do
Rodriguez.
Browns offense, Jets offense? What are you thinking?
What's that?
Do you want to do the play-by-play? Do you want to take the Browns on offense or the Jets on offense and switch off?
If you don't mind, I'll take the Cleveland Browns if you don't mind doing the New York Jets. Is that fine with you?
That's fine. I'll take the Jets. No problem.
Right on. I've never I don't want to say I hate the New York Jets because I don't really hate any team in the NFL because I watch almost every game that's available, you know, from 10 a.m. all the way until 8 o'clock at night. I love every game. I even would get up at 6 in the morning to watch the London games, you know, even if it's like, you know, the Browns versus the, you know, Cardinals, just the most random teams, you know, I'll still watch the games.
Exactly.
But the New York Jets, though, I'm not going to lie, I'm not really too fond of that team this year because of all the players that they've taken from the Green Bay Packers, you know.
Seriously, you got Lazard, Rodgers, who else was over there? Who did? Randall Cobb's over there.
Our old defensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett, but he was obviously with the Broncos for 1 year, you know. And there's all that drama going on with Sean Payton and him. That's pretty funny. Did you see any of that stuff?
Yes, I did. And I mean, like I felt bad for Hackett last year. Like he obviously didn't do a good job, but man, he got a lot of that's on Russ. Like a lot of that was on Russell Wilson last year. And he got, you know, he wasn't good, but he got dragged through the mud for that.
I'm sure the Seattle Seahawks fans were probably laughing a lot, you know, or I don't know, maybe some of them were rooting for Russell Wilson, you know, but I'm sure some of them were, you know, kind of happy to see the season that Geno Smith had last year. Oh my gosh. Geno Smith was absolutely balling. He was like second in the NFL to Josh Allen in passes that were more than 20 yards. Like it was really awesome.
That's the thing with Geno is like it wasn't just little dink and dunks. Like he legitimately played well, and I think Geno being good. Yeah, and I think for me as a Seahawks fan, Geno being good was just it made the Russ thing easier to swallow.
Yeah,
I mean, I was rooting against Russ because the draft pick. You know what I mean? So from that standpoint, I'm kind of over it now. If Russ goes on and does well, then so be it. You know what I mean? It's I think both sides, it was time to move on. So I'm over it now. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't exactly pulling for Russ last year.
Yeah. And here's an interesting stat, too. If Russell Wilson, if he could actually win a Super Bowl for the Denver Broncos, then he would be the first quarterback in NFL history to defeat that team in the Super Bowl and then go on to win a Super Bowl with that team. So that'd be pretty cool stat for him.
You know what's funny? I didn't even think of that. Like it's been so that Super Bowl, I forgot that it was. I mean, I didn't forget. That was one of the great nights of my life. But
it was 2013, right? The championship year. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember watching that Super Bowl, and I'm not going to lie, being a Green Bay Packers fan, I just wanted to see kind of like a competitive, close Super Bowl kind of type game. But gosh, that game was over by halftime.
Yeah, outside of anyone that was a Seattle fan, like myself and my family, thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, that game, I had so many people texting me like, "Oh, this is awful." I'm like, "Well, not for me, but I understand why you're not enjoying this."
If you're a Seahawks fan, that was the best Super Bowl ever.
It was such a weird feeling because the elation after they won was kind of calm because, I mean, truthfully, now I always get nervous. I don't know how you are during football games. My team can be up 30-0, and I'm still like, stop them, stop them, stop them. Like, but
even if there's 4 minutes in the game, you're like, you never know.
Exactly. I'm the first, like, someone's like, oh, game over. I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that. But man, that was like the fourth quarter was kind of surreal because you just knew like they're champions. Like nothing's going to stop that. So
was that 2013 Super Bowl game? Would you say that was your favorite Seattle Seahawks game that you've ever watched?
Yeah, it's cliche to say it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, yeah, obviously, but it's hard to go against it. I think other games are more memorable. Like obviously the Packers championship game the next year. I was like, I mean, that game
that was a phenomenal game.
It was, and I think it took like a year off my life. It's one of those games. Whereas the Super Bowl was kind of calm, but yeah, it was definitely up there. Looks like we're getting ready here.
Yeah, we're getting ready to kick it off here. Let's see. It looks like the New York Jets are going to be kicking off to the Cleveland Browns here. I'm not sure where you're at. Maybe I might have to pause my TV or something if we're not linked up here. I'll let you know when he kicks it. So I got Greg Serlin on my screen here. They just showed his graphic.
Yep. Hassan Hall.
Okay, I think we're right on, spot on. Yep. Sweet. All right, here we go. We got the kickoff. And it looks like we're going to have, it looked like he wanted to return it, but he fumbled it. We got a kneel down touchback.
Football's back.
Football is back, baby. All right, so it looks like we do have Kellen Mond here for the Cleveland Browns. Looks like from 2017 to 2020, he was at Texas A&M. All-time leader in passing yards, almost 10,000 passing yards and 71 touchdowns. That's a lot. Third-round selection, 66th overall in the 2021 draft by the Vikings. Kellen Mond, and he's going to be starting this game for the Cleveland Browns. All right, here we go. Kellen Mond's lining up under center. And it looks like we got a fake handoff, play action, little screen pass to the left, and a pickup of about 7 yards or so from number 53. Who's you got me, Jay? Number 53.
41 for the Browns. That was, boy, I wish these were not alphabetical on the website. I wish they were by number. It was.
Oh, man, I'm not going to know any of these guys.
John Kelly Jr. on the reception for the Browns.
Okay, sweet. Appreciate you on that one. All right, so we got second down and 5 here. Kellen Mond was under center. Now he's back in shotgun form. He's got one running back to his right. Looks like we're going to have a passing play here. Kellen Mond got a short little screen pass out to the right. Pickup of about 7 yards, first down on the 43-yard line. 14 minutes, 5 seconds in the first quarter.
Making the catch there was number 83, who is, as I dig through here, I don't even have an. Man, I wish they did this numerically and not alphabetically.
I'm going to try my best. I have a 65-inch curved TV, so I'm going to try my best to read these names off the back of the jerseys.
I know that's what I'm trying to do too.
But it might just be, I know the quarterback's name only. Kellen Mond. Hey, he's 2 for 2 so far.
Good start.
We got a first down for Kellen Mond here. 13:45 in the first quarter here. Former Vikings quarterback. I don't think I ever saw him play for the Vikings. Got him under center here. We got a handoff to the left here, and it's only going to be a gain of 1 or none. Probably have about second down and 9 or second down and 10 here.
That was Kelly on the carry. I think he actually got into a game against the Packers, a Sunday night game a couple years ago. It was like 40-0 in the fourth quarter. And
wow!
I think they put him in for like series or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's probably why I missed it, or I didn't remember his name if it was only for just one series.
Yeah, it was really quick.
All right, here we go. Kellen Mond, 2nd and 9 in shotgun form. We got another handoff up the middle and a nice pickup there of about 7 yards. Say about 3rd down and 2 with, and that was a run from Kelly Jr.
Off to a good start. John Kelly Jr. running back out of, let's see if I can pull this up here.
Got a 3rd down and 1
out
here.
of Tennessee.
Got a 3rd down and 1 here for the Cleveland Browns. Got a flag pre-snap, a little pass out to the right side, pickup of about 15 yards. I think he might have a false start here.
Yeah, I think so too, because that flag was thrown pretty early, and Mond looks like they're going to bring it back.
Yep.
Adrian Hill, 5th season as the referee. Preseason for the refs too. Got to get that cliche out of the way.
Yeah, most definitely, right? At least we don't have the replacement refs, though. Remember those guys?
Oh yeah, we had a fun game, Packers Seahawks.
Oh man, the Fail Mary.
Yep.
I think 48 hours they were reactivated 48 hours later.
Yep, false start.
We had 2 fouls on the play. We had a false start on the offense. And after the play, there's a personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 35. So
looks like we'll do it again. I didn't see the personal foul there.
Yeah, I didn't see that personal foul either. So we got an automatic 1st down here for the Browns. Let's see. They're going to show a replay here probably. Oh, it was a late hit out of bounds on number 26 there. Eccles.
That seemed a little weak call.
All right, Kellen Mond, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Fake handoff, and he's got a pass up the middle. 1st down, caught down to the 23-yard line. Number 88, Tillman. Cedric Tillman with the reception there. Nice pass from Kellen Mond. He's really starting off pretty good here.
Yeah, good drive.
What I was anticipating for this game is we're either going to see like a really low scoring game and not a lot of offense, just sloppiness with like penalties and stuff, or absolutely no defense and just a lot of touchdowns. But that's fun. So
that'll make it more. And that's probably, I think, what we're going to see.
All right, we got Kellen Mond here with the handoff to the left, number 41 for the Browns. Pickup of no yards right there for Trent.
For Kelly Jr. Yeah, and I think it's just going to be a lot of almost not Pro Bowl level bad, but I think a lot of just teams are playing base defense. They're not going to do anything exotic blitzing wise. It's just going to be very straightforward.
Almost like a Pro Bowl game or something.
Yeah. Not quite as bad, but that level.
All right, here we go. Kellen Mond's under center and shotgun form on the 24-yard line. And he's got a little short pass out to the right. It's going to be incomplete, though, for number 41 there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 with 10:43 in the 1st quarter.
Well, and more now. I mean, preseason, it used to be no starters early. Then the 2nd, 3rd game, they'd play a lot. Now it's almost like no starters play at all in the preseason, rarely.
Not even one drive.
Yep.
I know when Aaron Rodgers was on the Packers, he wouldn't even play one series. All right, We got 3rd down and 10. Kellen Mond is in shotgun form on the 24-yard line here. And Mellon's going to get sacked. Kellen Mond, is going to get sacked there by Huff. Number 17, Huff for the Jets. Yeah, I'm not going to know a lot of these guys. I apologize to everybody in advance.
Just comes from, just pushes through the left tackle, left guard, gets through and got them on. Good job and good sack for the Jets.
With it being on the 32-yard line, looking at about a 50-yard field goal, 49-yard field goal attempt here for the Cleveland Browns. York for the Browns, and it looks like he's going to miss it to the right. So we got a 0-0 game here. 9:56 in the first quarter.
Kind of a sluggish start, a little sloppy, and then a missed field goal. Yeah, just turned on him on the right there. That was Bryce Huff with the sack. He's a fourth-year guy out of Memphis. And the Jets will take over on offense after the commercial break. So we'll get a look at Zach Wilson.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see how he plays, see if he learned from his new mentor, Aaron Rodgers. It was funny what he said. It was funny what he said. He was like, if the Jets sign a veteran quarterback, I'm going to make his practice, every day at practice hell. But not if it's Aaron Rodgers. Not if it's Aaron Rodgers, though.
Oh man, I feel bad for Zach Wilson. I mean, he's been terrible, but man, he is.
I think he's been there for what, 2 or 3 seasons now.
I think this will be his third year. I think it's his third year.
But 2 seasons as a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think if this was it's his third year. Because this is his second year. I don't think they would have given up on him yet. They'd give him one more year. But I mean, it was the right move. Wilson's been absolutely terrible so far, and that's a roster that's ready to win. So I mean, it was a quarterback away, and Rodgers is still an extremely productive quarterback. So,
but at least Aaron Rodgers isn't like Brett Favre, and he's actually willing to be that mentor and be that coach for Zach Wilson. Yeah, I even saw in one of the training camp videos, Aaron Rodgers was pointing and talking to him like, hey, don't do it like that, do it like this. And that's really awesome because, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers does only stay on the New York Football Jets for like 2 more seasons, then imagine if Zach Wilson is still on that team. Imagine how much knowledge he's going to get. Maybe he actually goes on to be a pretty decent quarterback for the Jets after Rodgers leaves,
Well, and there's a lot worse people you can learn from than Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he has done it so well for so many years. He's MVP. And, I'm actually, I don't get a lot of the Rodgers hate. I've always kind of thought it was overblown. Like, he's a great football player. I've never seen anybody come out, and he's never been in off-field trouble. Never had anybody come out and say he's a terrible teammate or anything like that. Yeah, he gets on his guys. All those quarterbacks do. Brady used to do it all the time. Manning was yelling at guys.
But that's just because he demands greatness. He's like Michael Jordan. He wants to be strong on his team, on his guys.
Exactly. Pro Football Hall of Fame here. Some guys walking around. There's Aaron Rodgers. I'm sure he will be there one day once he decides to retire. His bust will be there in Canton.
I would love to go to Canton, Ohio, and visit the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That would be absolutely amazing.
I've been there. It's pretty cool. And Canton's interesting. It's like this quaint, quiet little town. Here we go. Jets ball at their own 39-yard line. Wilson under center, tight end in motion. 5 on the play clock. Wilson takes the snap, turns and hands the ball off the left side, about 2-3 yards there with the running back who tonight, I believe that is Israel Abakanda, the rookie out of Pittsburgh. I hope I said that right. Zach Wilson in his 3rd season, 55% completion percentage, 15 touchdowns, 18 INTs. And the reason that Aaron Rodgers will be quarterbacking this team this year.
Ouch. Never good when you have more interceptions.
Not in the modern NFL for sure. Wilson in the shotgun on 2nd and 5. Takes the snap, looks to his right, throws it over, and it's a completed catch about 2 yards short of the first down. That is number 88, who is I should have been better with the numbers today. Key offensive additions, Rodgers, Lazard, Hardman coming over, and Randall Cobb is 88 for the Jets is I find every number but the one there we go. Kenny Yeboah, 3rd-year guy out of Mississippi, tight end. There's Nathaniel Hackett. 3rd and 2 for the Jets, 8.5 minutes ago, about halfway through the first quarter. Wilson in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, takes the snap, looks to his left, come back to the middle, go through his progression, going to take off. Now he's going to run, and he's going to fall down right at the line of scrimmage. That's probably technically a sack, and it looks like the Jets are going to be forced to punt. Rodgers got the headset on, calling some plays today.
Looks like Rodgers wants to go for it. Look at him. No.
You might as well. I think more. I mean, I guess you want your defense to get used to real game scenarios, and you need. I guess the punter needs to work on stuff too. But like, might as well go for it in the preseason.
I say if it's anything plus of the 40-yard line, go for it in preseason.
Yeah.
Fake punt.
Jets lining up to punt.
No, just kidding.
Jets lining up to punt from their own 47. Snap. The punt is away. Yeah, pretty good punt. Fielding it inside the 5 is number 25 for the Browns. He'll take off and get to about the 11-yard line. So nice punt by the Jets. Not very good field position for the Browns here. That was, I didn't see who that was on the punt return. Preseason is going to be rough when it's not your team trying to announce.
Two of the most random, AFC teams, coming from two NFC, football fans.
I was just going to say, too, and that's the other thing. If we were doing like Niners and Bears, we'd probably have a little bit better understanding. But these are just two teams that both of us don't watch. I mean, we both watch a lot of NFL, but I don't know the depths of the Browns and Jets rosters, unfortunately.
Honestly, before, if Aaron Rodgers wasn't on the New York Jets, I probably wouldn't even watch or, really pay much attention to him. But obviously with him being on their team this season, just curious, so I'm going to be watching them a lot more than I would in the past. And the Browns, I wouldn't really watch a lot of their games unless it was if it was a primetime game, maybe like Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football or something like that. But I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way and be like, got to watch that Browns game tonight,
Exactly. They're on, like you said, that national. I guess that was Demetric Felton Jr. on the punt return. But yeah, unless they're on national TV, and I'm like you, I'm a red zone guy when it's not my team, so it's flipping through so fast that I like I said, teams like this, and there's no bearing on our scenarios. Even the Sunday night games. Like if it's Browns Jets Sunday night, am I watching it? Yes, but I'm also on my phone looking up. You know what I mean? Like it's not
like 100% fully engaged. It's just kind of on. Yeah, I got you.
Whereas if it's a game that's like Niners Rams, I'm probably fully engaged because that's going to impact the Seahawks. For you, Lions and Vikings, you're engaged with that. So,
are you a Philadelphia Eagles fan as well?
My wife is.
Oh, okay.
Her family's
so I always wanted to ask you about that, because I see the Philadelphia Eagles banner in the back, but I've never heard you make any videos or really talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. So I was so confused. I'm like, I was like, maybe he was, born there and he moved away from Philadelphia or something.
I mention it every now and then in videos, like every now and then I'll point it out if I get a bunch of new subs, because that very reason I'm like, people are going to be confused. But yeah, my wife's an Eagles fan, so
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, her family's all from Philly, so we had a good time during the Super Bowl. So I'm not I don't actively root for them, but I rooted for them in the Super Bowl for that.
Yeah, of course. All right, we're just coming back here. I think you're 1 second or maybe 2 seconds ahead of me.
Do you want me to pause it?
It's fine if you. Yeah. Okay. All right, we got Kellen Mond here. I refreshed the channel, but it didn't work here. All right, Kellen Mond here. We got in shotgun form on the 12-yard line. We got a handoff up the middle, and got a nice run here. Gonna have a first down.
Good run.
Good run for Kelly Jr. there. What was his first name? Sorry.
No, you're good. And I paused it for about 2 seconds, so I think we're spot on now. It is
Kelly Jr.
We'll just go with Kelly Jr. It is. Why can I not find it? I got it my alpha. John Kelly Jr.
Okay. John Kelly
and
Jr.
He is a second-year man. I'm trying to see where he's from.
I think he said out of Tennessee, maybe.
Is that right?
First down and 10 for Kellen Mond here. He's under center at the 22-yard line. 7:03 in the first quarter. And we got another handoff. Here's Kelly again. No gain, maybe a loss of a yard, but we do have a penalty flag on the play. See what the penalty flag is here on the field.
Actually, looks like Kelly's been around for a while. He's drafted by the Rams in 2018.
Got an offsides on the defense. Lined up in the neutral zone, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Still first down here.
And just for the chat, Kelly in his career, 32 carries, 96 yards, no career touchdowns, 2 career catches for 27 yards. Obviously, that's Nick Chubb's job in Cleveland, but he's going to get probably the whole preseason off, I would imagine.
Most definitely. Most definitely. All right, here we go. Kellen Mond on a 1st down and 5 from the 34-yard line. He's lined up under center here. Got a pass out to the right, and it's going to be incomplete there, and it was intended for number 81. Another penalty flag on the field here. Number 81.
Is that Austin Hooper? Is he still in Cleveland? That can't be. Was he ever in Cleveland?
I'm not sure. It looks like probably a pass interference here on the defense. 2 fouls on the play. Illegal contact on the defense. Yeah. Penalties declined. And also a holding penalty on the defense that's going to be accepted.
Sloppy play so far, and that intended receiver was tight end number 81, Thomas Greeny.
Thomas Greeny, appreciate that.
No problem. He went to Albany, so I watch a lot of Albany football. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I can't say I do.
He is a rookie.
All right, Kellen Mond here. 1st down and 10, under center. We got a fake handoff. He almost got sacked, so he had to get rid of the ball. It's incomplete. We're going to have 2nd down and 10 coming up here. 6:19 in the 1st quarter. A lot of pressure coming up on the right. A lot of pressure coming up the right side. Kellen Mond was almost sacked. If he held on to that for one more half a second, he would have been sacked.
Intended receiver was tight end Zaire Mitchell Payton out of Florida Atlantic was the intended receiver on that play.
All right, here we go. Kellen Mond is under shotgun, 2nd down and 10. He's got a handoff to the left to Kelly Jr. and a pickup of probably about 5 or 6 yards here. Gonna have a 3rd down and 5 coming up here. 6 minutes and 5 seconds in the first NFL preseason game of the year. NFL football is back, even though it's a bunch of guys we don't really know.
If you guys are new in the stream here, if you're new in the stream, hit the like button on the stream and don't forget to subscribe to both our channels. We are getting our feet wet with football streaming, so give us a little patience here. Neither team is ours, so we are doing the best we can with a lot of guys that may not even make the team.
Most definitely. We're in preseason form as well.
Right.
All right. Kellen Mond in 3rd down and 5, shotgun form. There's a penalty on the field, and we got an incompletion there. Intended receiver was number 87. Pre-snap penalty, probably on the defense.
I think false start. I think the left tackle jumped, or false start.
Really sloppy start from the New York Jets on the defensive side. Illegal formation on offense, actually.
Decline. Oh, yeah, because 4th down.
Penalty is going to be declined, and we're going to have 4th down. So
you can see the sloppy preseason play there. The Jets defender jumped up and kind of blocked the receiver, and then it just bounced off his face mask. So very preseason-y play.
So we got a punt coming up here for the Cleveland Browns on their own 37-yard line. Corey Bajoquez, the punter for the Cleveland Browns. Got a high punt here. It's going to be caught at about the 5-yard line and dropped out of bounds. No return there.
It's so funny because all these guys want to return the punts because they're trying to make the team. So they don't want to fair catch it. They want to take one to the house, but then they make it so much worse.
They're overthinking it too much.
Yep.
So what do you think of the new fair catch rule? Did you hear anything? Do you know about that in the NFL?
You know what? I don't.
So I think let me look this up actually, and the new NFL fair catch rule. So basically, if anybody fair catches the ball, it's going to be placed. If they do a fair catch anywhere inside of the 25-yard line, the ball will automatically be placed at the 25-yard line. So that you could be at like the 6-yard line, for an example. Like, let's say if the NFL kicker, and this is actually, these rules are applied. This is the first game ever that these new NFL fair catch rules are applied to the NFL. So for an example, let's say if you caught the ball at the 6-yard line, you fair caught it. Back in the day, you would have just got the ball right there at the 6-yard line. Now it's going to be advanced to the 25-yard line. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really see guys like at the 15-yard line doing a fair catch to get it advanced to the 25. Like, what? I don't know. I'm just kind of confused on the rule, I guess. I don't really know how that benefits anybody.
Well, what it's going to do now, I think, is that it's going to be a lot harder to down punts because guys are going to just go back and fair catch it to get it to the 25. If you're at the 2.
Well, I think it's for just for the kickoff, not punts.
Oh, it's not on punts. Okay, yeah, that's I don't really get it.
Not on punts would be terrible because then you couldn't pin them in the 5-yard line. That'd be absolutely horrible. I think they're doing it just to minimize any returns. They don't want any returns in the NFL anymore, for injury reasons.
No, exactly. It's all the kickoff. They might as well just get rid of the kickoff at this point with where they're going. I thought it was on punts. I'm like, that's in my head. I'm like, that's awful because now there's literally no reason to ever punt the football because you might as well just go for it if all you have to do is fair catch and get 25. I think I did hear about that actually.
And there were rumors that the NFL was they were exploring to have the XFL kickoff rules where no players can move until the guy catches the ball.
I don't mind that one. Here's Zach Wilson under center, I formation, turns and hands it off. And a good bout for about a yard there.
I actually really kind of
Anaconda.
I actually really kind of like the XFL return rules because, I mean, honestly, there are a lot more returns because after the player catches the ball, he starts returning and then the players can, move. So there are actually a lot more returns with the XFL rules.
Agreed. I actually think a lot of the stuff in the XFL is adaptable to the NFL.
Most definitely. One thing I didn't like was the running clock. I don't like that.
No, that you can't do.
After an incompletion.
2nd and 7, Wilson under center, back pass going deep down the left sideline. He's got a man open.
Oh,
down there all the way into Browns territory to 35. That's caught by Taylor, number 86. He takes it to Browns 35. He got past the DB. Nice throw by Zach Wilson. And we got a little action in this game. 1st and 10 Jets. And yeah, the running clock, the advertisers would never go for that because it'd be less commercials. And you know what, though? In the preseason, I think you should probably do it. It would make sense to have a running clock.
Just let the game go. Let it end in 2.5 hours.
Exactly.
Totally with you on that one. That was a beautiful throw and catch there from the New York Jets. It only took a third of a quarter to have something exciting happen here.
They're going to play 2 wide receivers, Wilson under center, tight end in motion. Pitch to Abaconda, and he will get about a yard or 2, fights forward. I'm going to check the pronunciation on that name to make sure I'm saying it right. Since he's going to get a lot of touches tonight.
Showing some old replays. Ronnie Barber.
Yep.
For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pick 6 there. That guy was an absolute savage.
Yeah. Anaconda. Okay. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure because I'm going to say that name a lot tonight, I have a feeling. 2nd and 8 for the Jets. Anaconda gets the carry to the left side, and he's going to fall forward. He gets about 3-4 yards to 31. Fields makes the stop for the Browns. I just happened to see the last name on the jersey, so I figured I'd drop it in there. Rondé Barber, I'm assuming he's going into the Hall of Fame this year. And yeah, he is.
Showing him with Mike Tomlin there, one of my favorite NFL coaches in the NFL.
Yep. Tomlin, probably the 2nd longest tenured coach right now behind Belichick, I think.
Yep.
3rd and 5 for the Jets at about the 32, and we're going to get a false start here. Wide receiver moved a little early, so sloppy play so far from both teams. A lot of penalties that, you're going to need that aren't very pretty. Neon, I agree. That was a great throw by Zach Wilson. And it was Yeboah, the tight end, who we talked about earlier. False start. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Neon future. Yeah, that was an awesome throw.
So far, the highlight of the game, highlight of the night.
Most definitely. That's we might only get one per quarter. You got to take what you get.
It's a good practice for us, though. 3rd and 10 for the Jets. Wilson in the shotgun takes the snap. That's all time. Goes over the middle of the throw and well overthrows his wide receiver. That was a bad throw. And it'll be 4th and 10. I did not see who the intended target was. On that, Aaron Rodgers, man, he looks like a coach. He's got the gray beard going a little bit.
Definitely looks like a head coach for him there.
Yep. Yeah, great move by Taylor. Just got past the DB there. Really simple. Just a go route past the DB. Nice throw by Zach Wilson. And we'll see what they do here on 4th down. We're kind of in no man's land. They're going to kick it. This is Zerline from 54. The kick is up, and it is down the pipe. And we have points.
First points of the NFL year. Yeah, I like it.
If you want, you should be able to add a banner. And you can put the score. I usually do that on my streams. Just kind of gets people sometimes will engage. It should be to your right. You should be able to have like comments and banners. You can actually add the score in the quarter if you want to.
So comments, and then do you click banners?
Yeah. So click banners, and you can type in the score. It's just real simple. I usually do it on mine.
For sure.
And then I sometimes even put my subscriber count in there just to kind of like people see and go, oh, hey. You know, it would help if I was looking at the right roster for these names too. I'm looking. Oh, that's Malik Taylor, former Seahawk. He was the guy that dropped the pass against the Packers in that playoff game. Remember that one 2 years ago? It was the night game that the Packers won. The Seahawks came back a little bit, and they had that 1st and 10, that final drive, and it was wide open over the middle. And I think that's the same Malik Taylor, is it? Let me see.
I think you might be
right.
No,
it's a different one.
Oh,
no,
okay.
That's the Packers Malik Taylor. There was 2 of them.
Yeah,
that was Malik Taylor. Yeah, there's 2 Malik Taylors. This is the one that played for the Packers for a couple of years. So another former Packer doing things on the Jets.
I call them the New York Packers, man. Honestly.
Seriously.
Their offense is definitely going to look very familiar to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, yeah, with Rodgers, Hackett, Cobb, Lazard. I don't know if Taylor's going to make the team, but that's I mean, Rodgers alone that, you know.
And everybody that thinks that he's like washed up or that done, oh my, they were saying that before he won the 2 MVPs. They were like, oh, he's washed up, he's old, he can't do anything. Then he won back-to-back MVPs in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he won the NFL next MVP next season. He still has that, you know, like he could easily go out and throw 40 touchdowns and 10 interceptions this season. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. No, me either. Anytime I see these like quarterback ranking list, and I get like if you're ranking for the future, you don't know how much longer he's going to play. But man, some of the times I see Rodgers left off, I'm like, Rodgers is still really, really good, guys. Like,
I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, but I believe like Aaron Rodgers is still right up there. I think is the second best quarterback in the NFL to Patrick Mahomes, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'd probably put Burrow, but I mean, in a one game situation, I wouldn't hate on anybody that took Rodgers after Mahomes. I wouldn't hate at all on that. Returnable.
All right, Cleveland Browns got a return here up the middle to about the 22-yard line. The return was from Hall. Got 2 minutes and 2 seconds here in the first quarter of the NFL preseason Hall of Fame game. When are your Seahawks playing their first preseason game, Joe?
You know what? That's a great question, actually. Let's look that up.
I think my Packers are playing next Friday against the Cincinnati Bengals, I believe.
Seahawks Vikings next Thursday, so 1 week from tonight.
Nice.
So I might do that game.
Looks like we got Kellen Mond under center here for the Browns on the 22-yard line. Got a Anthony Schwartz with a nice run over here of about 8 yards. Oh, was there a fumble there?
Yeah,
there was a fumble recovered by the Jets. So we got a recovery by number 40 of the Jets. I didn't even see the fumble.
Neither. Good run by the Browns. And I didn't see that ball pop out at all there at the end. All I saw was the Jets players.
On the 41-yard line, a recovery by the Jets. Let's see the replay here. Let's see if his knee was down. No, that football is definitely out. Oh, I think it was moving before his knee was down.
I do too. It looks like it's starting to spin a little bit. I don't think you can overturn. Yeah, that's coming out. I think that's.
I don't think that you can overturn that call. We're gonna have a turnover, our first turnover of the year, actually.
Yeah, because it's slightly moving before he goes down. I think that is 100%.
Wow,
so that should be Jets ball.
He was about an inch or so away from the ground there.
And it's been confirmed. Jets with the ball at the 31-yard line. Wilson in the shotgun takes the snap under some pressure. Will screen pass to Abanaconda, and he gets to about the 25-yard line, so gain of about 6 there. I'm never going to forget Abanaconda now throughout the whole season. Like with you, it's going to be you and Kelly Jr. on the Browns because these guys are going to get like 25 carries. So when we see them in the regular season, we're going to be like, I remember that.
Israel Abanaconda. I'm just going to call him Abra. I don't know.
See, it needs a nickname. 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 26-yard line. Abanaconda gets the carry to the right side. He's going to go nowhere back to the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Browns defense. Kamara and others.
I was going to call him Abracadabra.
That's probably, I would be shocked if that's his nickname. Like, that would be perfect. Let's look at Robert Saleh, Jets head coach. As the first quarter winding down here, about 45 seconds to go. 3rd and 5 for the Jets. Really just one big play in this preseason game so far.
One beautiful
Wilson's in the shotgun here. Ball's at the 26-yard line, 3rd and 5. Receiver in motion, right to left. Wilson will take the snap. Looking to his right, comes back to the middle. And that ball's going to be batted in the air. Knocked down, not a fumble. That was just a batted down pass. It'll be 4th down. Looked like number 57, or maybe it was 93, Togia. I'm butchering some names tonight, but the Browns got a hand on it, and the Jets will settle for a field goal. Let's see who got their hands up on this one.
Nice pressure from the Cleveland Browns there.
Yep, and it was 93 got his hands on that, batted it down. Zerline's already made one field goal tonight. Here's his second attempt from 44 yards away. Ball's on the right hash mark. The snap, the kick is good. And the New York Jets, with 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter, have taken a 6-0 lead in the Hall of Fame game.
Drive stalled there.
Yeah, pretty much did nothing with the turnover. Just got 4 yards and kicked a field goal.
Pretty much. That's about it. The defense doesn't like that.
Nope. Yeah, sloppy game so far, I would say. I think a lot of you can tell probably a lot of guys that are, fighting for roster spots here.
Yeah. This game could easily have honestly though, this game could be 14 to 21 right now with the amount of, drives that have just stalled out, and
True.
penalties too as well.
Yeah. The Browns had a drive that ended with a missed field goal. Jets had a couple drives.
So here's a kickoff. So for an example, they could have the new kickoff rule right here. If he fair catches it anywhere inside of the 25-yard line, it would be advanced to the 25. I'm curious to see if we see that in this game.
I was just going to say. Could definitely do it here.
Got a return from Cleveland here. Going to run out to the left side, past the 25-yard line out to the 25 for number 30 there for the Cleveland Browns Hall.
That actually wouldn't have been a bad. that would have been a decent time to do that, fair catch there, probably inside the 5. That actually would have made some sense there.
Yeah, because I mean, he only returned it to the 25-yard line, so why take the hit? And, might as well just take the fair catch and get it to the 25. I definitely agree.
Yeah, don't risk a fumble or anything like that.
For sure. Probably have one more play before the end of the first quarter here. Kellen Mond is in shotgun form. Got a handoff up the middle. And I think is that Kelly Jr. or is that?
No, that is.
Oh, that's Porter.
25. I will get the name for you.
Felton Jr. Number 25, Felton Jr. with about a 3-yard run. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. We got a 6-0 game. The New York Jets are ahead of the Cleveland Browns, 6-0.
One quarter of football, and that was Demetric Felton Jr., third-year man out of UCLA, halfback and wide receiver listed as. So like who's the guy from the Packers that wore 88 that played running back? Ty Montgomery?
Let's see.
He played running back and wide receiver for the Packers. He wore 88. Yeah.
Yeah, he was 88 for the Packers. I didn't know. Was he running back as well? I knew he was wide receiver.
I think they used him as a running back a bunch. Like after, I think they had a bunch of injuries at one point, so they moved him to running back.
So what are you most excited for this season? What do you say as a Seattle Seahawks fan for your team?
Really excited for some of the weapons. I'm really excited about Smith and Jigba, Metcalf and Lockett. I think the O-line group in their second year together with Cross and Lucas at the tackles. Hopefully they develop. The interior of the line isn't great, but I think it's good enough. Curious to see Geno, because like first half of last year, I thought Geno was a legitimate MVP candidate. I don't think he would have won it, but a candidate. Second half was more decent quarterback, but not amazing. You know what I mean? Like he was still solid, but I think he led the league in turnover-worthy plays. So I'm curious what Geno we get. I love the secondary. I'm excited for that with Witherspoon, Woolen, hopefully a healthy Jamal Adams, Diggs. Excited to see Bobby Wagner back. I don't think he's, a stud anymore, but a decent player. I think the pass rush is okay. The run defense, I think, is going to be atrocious. I think you can run.
The run defense was a big problem for the Seahawks last year.
And I don't know how much better. I mean, it can't get much worse. That's literally like, I literally was making videos last year and I'm like, okay, here's where I'm optimistic about the run defense. They gave up like 300 yards rushing last week, and that's almost impossible to do twice in a row. So that, it's bad when that's like your optimistic take. How about
We're not going to give up 400 yards rush. We're not going to give up 400 yards rushing next game.
Exactly. How about for you? You've got an interesting season coming. It's got to be a little refreshing as a Packers fan. I
started watching the Green Bay Packers football in 1996. The first year that I was watching football, Brett Favre won the Super Bowl. And then the next year, he lost to the Denver Broncos and John Elway. And then Aaron Rodgers, when he took over for Brett Favre, he won a Super Bowl his third year. So it's like, now we have Jordan Love, and it's like we don't really know. Honestly, I have no expectations. It's gonna be wild. So here we go. We got the Cleveland Browns here in the second quarter. Kellen Mond is at quarterback position still, I believe. Lined up under shotgun form. Got a little pass out to the left side there. A reception for number 81. It's going to be a pickup of 7 yards. I'm not sure who that guy was there on the reception there.
That was the tight end. We had his name earlier. Thomas Greeny.
Greeny?
Or Greeny? Yeah, I guess it would be Greeny. Well, and I will say this, as someone last year for football that had a year with no expectations, it was more fun. There was actually kind of a refreshingness to it.
Honestly, so basically the point that I was trying to say is, so out of the whole 27 years that I've been watching Green Bay Packers football, the expectation has always been Super Bowl. This year, they could go 5-12, and I could be okay with that. But as long as I could see, a good play from Jordan Love, and it looks like he can build off of something, that's all I'm really looking forward to. And obviously the development of Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson.
Yeah.
Jaden Reed, I'm really excited to see how he plays. Lucas Van Ness, he looks like an absolute beast, the guy that we drafted, linebacker. Excited to see how he plays. So a lot of young guys, for the Green Bay Packers that are going to get a lot
Rashawn
of
Gary.
opportunities.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Third down and 3. Kellen Mond is in shotgun form. Looks like he's going to get off a pass, and it's going to be caught. I think they're going to be able to give him the first down there, and that reception was by number 81.
Greeny.
Greeny.
We'll never forget him.
We'll see if the referees give him a first down here.
But yeah, I think the Packers could surprise. I don't think it's like I see them as kind of like people like, oh, they're because of Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love coming out of college. I actually last year when the Russell Wilson trade happened, I was actually kind of like, I wouldn't mind getting Jordan Love from Green Bay if Rodgers is going to stick. That was a name I was kind of interested in looking at.
So it looks like we got a punt here for the Browns. It was 4th and inches. They didn't get a first down there. So we're going to have that football bounce into the end zone, and we're going to have a touchback. It's going to be the Jets football here. Yeah.
Take over the 25.
Honestly, man, it's like I said, this expectation has always been Super Bowl. Now it's like, I just got to accept whatever it is. But honestly, dude, like I'm going to be watching Green Bay Packers football games with like no stress because it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like if we lose, 100%. Whatever, we got a young guy, it's not like we have an MVP type quarterback. We don't expect to win every game like we did in the past. So.
And that's literally what I went through last year. It was so stressful with Russ every year because the fan base is like, okay, if they don't win the Super Bowl with them, it's a disappointment and you're just drained from it. Last year, no expectations, and it was so much fun. New quarterback in under center hands it off to Abanikanda, and he gets about 5 yards there. I did not see who the new quarterback was yet. A gain of 5 there. Let's see if I can take a look here. It is Tim Boyle, former Green Bay Packer, in at quarterback for the Jets. So, yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be and I think for you too, for the Packers, like it's going to be stress-free, but it's not like you're also going through this teardown either. There's enough talent to be competitive. So it should still be fun for you without the stress of, Super Bowl or it's a disaster season.
Most definitely.
2nd and 4, tight end in motion. Boyle under center. Play clock goes down. That should be a delay game.
We got a false start there.
Yeah, if it's false start or delay a game, I'm not sure. The play clock was
a lot
at 0.
Play.
Yep. Oh no, delay a game.
Oh.
Yeah, very sloppy so far for both teams. 12:32.
Thought I saw some movement. Maybe I very well could have been delay a game or a false start and a delay a game.
Yeah. I think they probably moved when it got to 0. So it's one of those like, you know what I mean? Might as well move now.
Right.
Tight end in motion again, probably the same play. 2nd and 9, it's a handoff to Abanikanda, and he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage, loses the yard. So the Browns' run defense has been pretty solid so far. There's Joe Thomas heading to the Hall of Fame, former Browns left tackle. It's amazing how much weight those guys lose after going from those linemen. They end up retiring and then like he's skinny.
They lose 150 pounds.
Yep. 3rd and 10 for the Jets at their own 20. Tim Boyle, and that's going to be a false start. Oh man, this is ugly. False start of the Jets will be 3rd and 15. It was Cologne, the right tackle. Third and 15 for the Jets. Actually, the Browns have not been penalized yet. The Jets already 6 penalties for 40 yards. So sloppy start here for the Jets. Boyle in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Boyle back to pass. Just a short dump off here to the tight end, 88. He'll get to about the 25-yard line. I think that
looked like the Cleveland Browns are playing prevent defense on that one.
Just stayed back there, and the Jets will be forced to punt. That was Yeboah, the tight end, that's a name we've called a few times tonight, making the catch.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers' first year when he took over for Favre, the Packers, they went 6-10. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they were around that record area with Jordan Love this season.
I could see that.
even though as pessimistic as that sounds, it's realistic.
And I think it's, well, I'll do the punt here real quick. Morstead back to punt. Gets it away. And Browns will field the 25, and it's Felton getting away from a few tacklers and a lot of dancing around to get about a yard. And yeah, I think for you guys, it's like you're okay with 6 and 10 or 6 and 11 now, I guess, as long as that, you see the growth.
It always doesn't that 17th game always screw you up.
I hate it. I like the symmetry of the 16 game records. The 17 throws me off so much, but
I'm always like, we're going to go 10 and 6 this year. Oh wait.
Yep. I still do it. I'll still say like 9 and 7. I'm like, you know what I mean when I say that. So, but yeah, as long as I think Jordan Love shows that he's a capable NFL quarterback, you got to feel pretty good.
I went through the Green Bay Packers schedule, and honestly, and this isn't me being biased at all. Maybe it is a little bit, but I predicted them to go 10 and 7 for this season. So we'll see how that record prediction pans out. I do believe that the Green Bay Packers have a pretty favorable schedule. I don't think that they have to play a playoff team until I think week 5 or week 6. I'd have to look at their schedule and really confirm that, but I think it's going to be, the Green Bay Packers, they still have a lot of players that they did from last year. So really, if Jordan Love can just be kind of like a facilitator, kind of just not make mistakes, just get the football out to the guys and let them make the plays. You know what I mean? And I think he'll be fine. I think that he'll definitely be fine. But it would be really awesome, though, if Jordan Love would just come out, like Patrick Mahomes did his first season in the NFL. Like, he was throwing 300 or 400 yards every game and 3 or 4 touchdowns. I was like, who is this guy? I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like in shock. So I have dreams of that for Jordan Love, but those are just like obviously dreams for a reason.
You never know. You never know. Yeah, I remember when I had Mahomes on my bench in fantasy that year, and I was like, okay, got to put this guy in. But yeah, I mean, I think, and I don't know the Packers' schedule off the top of my head, but if you got a favorable schedule, listen, I don't think the division is. I think the Vikings are going to take a step back. I'm not sold on Justin Fields. I'm sorry. Like, I know this Bear fans will make mad. I'm not sold on him yet. Detroit, I think, is decent, but I don't think they're not the Chiefs. Like, they're beatable. So
I think that the Detroit Lions are they might be a little bit overrated coming into this season.
I agree. I don't want to I know there's a lot of Lions fans out there. I don't want to make them mad, but they've gotten so much hype that I'm kind of like, okay, like let's pump it a little bit here. Like,
however, I did predict the Lions to go 11 and 6 and win the division, though. So that was my prediction for the Vikings. Though I do think they're going to take a step back. Last year, when they're going into the playoffs, they had a negative point differential heading into the wild card game, and Daniel Jones absolutely tore up the Minnesota Vikings pass defense. Their pass defense. Oh, we got the game back here. All right, here we go. We got 1st down and 10. I think we have Kellen Mond still in the backfield for the Browns here. In shotgun form, Mond is looking to throw down the middle, intercepted. Picked off by Chad. I forgot. I didn't see his last name. Number 55 there. That was a bad throw over the middle for Mond.
Yeah, I didn't see. I'm assuming there was a receiver behind him that he was looking at, but that was brutal. And I'm not seeing 55 is Chaz Surratt. Yep.
Kellen Mond just had an absolutely horrible pick over the middle. That wide receiver was probably 3 yards behind him.
And even that wide receiver was covered up. Like, I don't even, you know what I mean?
He was like throwing it into double coverage with the wide receiver 3 yards behind the defender who intercepted it. Absolutely horrible turnover. Second turnover for the Browns.
Jets take over the 27. Tim Boyle back to pass. Little dump off here to the wide receiver, and that's going to get about 8-9 yards there. That was caught by number 16, who is Jason Brownlee, rookie out of Southern Mississippi, makes the catch. But yeah, I think
I was going to say that about Chicago Bears. I completely agree with you. Justin Fields, I think he's 6-21 in his career. I'm not sold on that guy. There's a lot of people that are betting him to win the MVP this year. That's kind of wild.
That blows me. I don't get that at all. 2nd and 2, Boyle in the shotgun, takes the snap, over the middle,
Nice.
and Brownlee makes the catch to the 9-yard line. So the Jets knocking on the door for the first touchdown. Yeah, listen, Fields is super athletic. He had some amazing plays. They were all running the football. Everything was running. That's great. But until you develop as a passer, it ain't going to work in the NFL. You can get away with some running. That's great. But if he doesn't develop as a passer, it won't matter.
And that, not going to have a really long career running it, taking all those hits.
Yep, exactly. First and goal for the Jets at the 10-yard line. Boyle in the shotgun. Abanikanda gets the carry to the left side. He is diving at the pylon.
First
and he is
touchdown of the
in
game.
for the touchdown. The first touchdown of the season. Israel Abanikanda off the left side. 3 plays, 27 yards, and the Jets take a 12-0 lead. The first touchdown I've ever gotten a call. It felt very special.
Right? It's the first touchdown of the NFL season, man. I got excited there.
I did too. I did. It felt good to see it.
Woo! Even if it was just a running play. Did he get it? Was his knee down? No, he definitely got that.
He got the pylon. He's in.
It's nice to see an NFL. It's nice to see an NFL touchdown, man. This is awesome.
Right?
I love football.
Same. Zerline will attempt the extra point. Morstead to hold. The snap. The kick is good. And the Jets go up 13-0. 9 minutes to go in the first half here. 13-0 Jets. But yeah, it's just good to have football back. And it is, I love baseball, but nothing beats football.
How are your Seattle Mariners doing? I saw there are a couple games over 500, it looks like. Are they going to have a chance to make the postseason?
They're hanging in there. They're at least keeping it interesting, which is good for my channel. Like to sound selfish, but, so they're hanging in enough. I don't know if they'll get in. I think maybe just too many teams to climb to get there, but at least keeping me interested till football. Like, that's all I ask. Keep my interest until football season, and then time to get going.
When football season starts, are you going to do like post-game coverage of all the Seattle Seahawks games and stuff too?
Definitely. Sundays will pretty much be all football. I'll do Seahawks streams. I'll still do the Mariners recaps no matter what, even if they're out of it. But Sundays will pretty much all be.
How long does baseball season go into football season?
It depends on the postseason. Last year, because the Mariners made the playoffs, their season ended about week 6. It can go into like week 7, week 8 if you go to the World Series.
Got a return here for the Cleveland Browns up the middle. Looks like it was Hall, number 30 for the Browns, to about the 25-yard line, I believe. Showing Deshaun Watson on the sideline for the Cleveland Browns. And I don't think that he really got, that long of a suspension, in my opinion. Kind of a touchy subject, but at least I think it should have at least been in 1 season.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I usually stay away from the subject. I've gotten some questions.
It's really touchy. It's really touchy subject. I don't like to get into all that. So
same. I'm with you. I try to just keep it to sports as much as I can.
So we got Kellen Mond here throwing off to the left side, a little screen side pass for the Browns. Nice pickup all the way past 50-yard line, all the way down to the 44-yard line of the Jets. There's number 21 for the Browns on the reception there, but there is a penalty. It's a holding on the New York Jets, and it's coming back. Holding on number 70, Forbes, for the Cleveland Browns. So we're probably going to have a 2nd down and 20 coming up here for the Cleveland Browns.
It's a shame. Probably the second best play of this game, and it's called back.
Yeah, we had that Zach Wilson pass. Oh, it was from the penalty, so we got a 1st and 12 here. My apologies. Deshaun Watson, they're showing him on the sideline. He has 111 career touchdowns. He didn't play that great the last 6 games for the Browns, though. All right, here we go. Browns in shotgun form, 1st down and 12. Mon has a pass to the right, incomplete. That pass was intended for number 82 of the Browns. Apologize, I couldn't see his last name there.
I saw a little bit. It was Mike Harley Jr., wide receiver, who is from Miami in his 2nd year.
Appreciate that, Jay.
Yep. No problem. So I had to have the rosters up for this game because it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, most definitely, man. All right, 2nd down and 12 for the Cleveland Browns. Kellen Mond is in shotgun form. Got a pass up the middle. It's caught down to the 27-yard line. That was number 18 for the Browns.
Making that catch for Cleveland was number 18, if I can find it. Some of these guys don't even have, like, they're added so late to the roster, the site doesn't even have it updated yet.
They definitely don't have their picture on there. It's a blank picture for sure.
Yeah, that was David Bell. He is a third-year man out of Purdue making the catch.
All right, 3rd down and 6 here for the Cleveland Browns. Kellen Mond's in shotgun form. Pressure's coming up the middle. He gets rid of it quickly to number 41, and we're going to have a 1st down pickup of about 12 yards there. And I believe that was Kelly Jr. Yep. On the reception there.
Kelly's he's been impressive. Had some good plays.
Yeah, most definitely. He's probably been their best offensive player so far. See if the Jets can get on the scoreboard here. 13-0, 7 minutes and 20 seconds in the 1st quarter. Browns have the ball approaching midfield here. Ball's on the 43-yard line. Mellon in shotgun form. We got a handoff to the right. Kelly Jr., a pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. Pickup of 4 yards. We'll have 2nd down coming up here. Second down and 6. Kellen Mond is in shotgun form. 1 running back to his left. 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Little short pass to the left. Looked like it was caught by number 18, but no gain on that play there. So we're going to have a 3rd down coming up here. DeJuan Jones, that offensive lineman for the Cleveland Browns that they're showing, is an absolute beast.
Yeah, from Ohio State. Yep.
That guy looks like he's pushing 350 easily.
Oh, yeah. Tall, too. Yeah, he's not allowed a sack, hit, or hurry tonight, so off to a good start for his career here. Yeah, Jones is 6'8". I know he's a big guy.
Had a little clock issue there. Got 3rd down and 6 coming up here.
I'm assuming Jones is going to be the starting right tackle. He's a 4th-round pick.
Wow, he played basketball too. They're showing him dunk. He's like 3 times the size of everyone else out there on the basketball court. I've never seen
so
that
funny.
before.
It's so funny to watch some of these guys in high school because, like, in college, NFL, they're playing against other freaks. In high school, they're playing against some guys that are like me out there.
Oh, man. Imagine being like 6'2", 180, and they're like, "Oh, you got to defend this guy who weighs 360." I would have been like, I'd just tell the coach I quit.
Seriously.
All right, we got 3rd down and 6 here for the Cleveland Browns. Kellen Mond's in shotgun form. Looks like we're going to another penalty there. We got a deep pass, and they're going to have an incompletion here, but we got another penalty here on the field.
False start, maybe?
Pre-snap, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Offsides on the defense. Got a 5-yard penalty, so 3rd down coming up. This is on number 47, D. Huff.
Very sloppy game. Huff had the sack earlier. Very sloppy game.
Got 3rd down and 1 coming up here for the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, I saw a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like making fun of the Hall of Fame game and stuff. It's like, I don't care, man. This is NFL football. I know it's not going to be the greatest quality, but I mean, it's still football. We got 3rd and 1 here.
Yep.
Got a handoff up the middle to Kelly Jr., and it looks like he's going to be stopped right at the line. We'll see if the referees give him the 1st down here. It's going to be close. Looks
You
like
know
they
what's
are
funny
going
is
to give him the first down.
people will knock it, and I love baseball. Like this Hall of Fame game is going to have higher ratings than probably every baseball game combined
Are you
tonight.
serious?
You know what I mean? Oh, I guarantee it. Like football,
Wow.
you go to a sports bar week 1, baseball's full swing. September playoff races, you will not see a single baseball game on a television at a Buffalo Wild Wings. Like it's football. I mean, football's just king.
So we got 4th down and inches here. Kellen Mond, a quarterback sneak up the middle, and he looks like he's got it. So the Jets players are trying to say that they stopped him when he's clearly passed the first down marker. First down for the Cleveland Browns. 4:56 in the second quarter here. That's crazy, Jay. I didn't know that, man. Wow. This game would have more ratings.
I mean, it might. Maybe I'm going a little stretching that, but my point is like, as much as
you think it will have more ratings than any single game, though, most definitely.
For sure. Oh, easily.
Yeah. Got a first down and 10 for the Cleveland Browns on the 45-yard line of the Jets. Kellen Mond fakes the handoff. Little screen pass out to the right for number 83, and another penalty on the field.
That was Mitchell Patton, Zaire Mitchell Patton, the tight end, or Payton. Might be Payton.
Appreciate you with the roster updates, Jay.
No,
honestly,
no problem.
I'm struggling. I don't know, like hardly 85% of these guys.
I mean, truthfully, there's a reason. Like a lot of these guys are not. These are guys I would know on the Seahawks roster, and that's about it. Like, other than that, it's
it's hard to know guys that are like on practice squads. You know what I mean? Like, if they're a third string player, I might know them. But I mean, if they're on practice squads, I mean, you have to be like an NFL scout or somebody that's really, really dedicated into not following just NFL football, but football at all levels to know those types of guys.
Exactly.
So we got 4 minutes and 10 seconds in the second quarter here. First down and 20 for the Browns. Kellen Mond is under center. Got a handoff to Kelly Jr. off to the left. Nice pickup of about 9 yards there. Kelly Jr. Gonna have 2nd down and 1 coming up here for the Browns.
Duke, I see your comment there about another penalty.
Is there? I didn't see a flag. That was Demetric. That was Demetric Felton Jr. Sorry, I thought that was Kelly Jr. They both juniors, so that's what got me.
Duke, I saw your comment there about the B-Dubs having some baseball. I'll let sideline call this play.
Kellen Mond on shotgun form, pass out to the left here for number 25, and gonna have a first down here, pickup of about 12 yards.
Nice play.
Barnes, I believe, on the reception.
I definitely think, Duke, that like you probably find some baseball, but I'm not gonna lie to you, unless you request it. You go to like a B-Dubs or someplace on week 1. I don't think you're going to see a single television. Maybe one in the back corner might have the local baseball team on, but that's about it. Yeah.
First down and 10 here. Kellen Mond still in for the Browns. Shotgun form. Little screen pass and immediately tackled by about 2 or 3 New York Jets players. I didn't see who caught that on the reception there.
Jones making the hit for the Jets. Nice play.
It's going to be a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. They're going to have 2nd down and 13 coming up here for the Browns. 2 minutes, 35 seconds in the second quarter. Still got a 13-0 game. Cleveland's trying to get on the scoreboard. Kellen Mond's in shotgun form. 1 running back to his right. 2 wide receivers to the left. 1 to the right. Oh, pass was tipped and incomplete. Oh, thought that was almost intercepted. Was that intercepted?
Oh, it might have been.
It might have been intercepted. I don't think that football hit the ground. I think that might have been intercepted by the New York Jets.
I feel like he'd be more adamant if it was, though. He didn't really say much. It must have hit the ground. I thought so, too, though. It looked like it fell in his lap.
Let's see here. They're showing the replay. Oh, yeah. That football hit the ground.
Yeah.
going to bring up a 3rd down and 13 for the Cleveland Browns here. Timeout for the Cleveland Browns, I believe. Play clock was running down there. How do you think the New York Football Jets are going to do this year with Aaron Rodgers, Jay? Do you think they're going to do pretty good? Like, you think they're going to be? You think it's going to take a few weeks before they can gel? Or you think they're just going to go right out there, and just be tearing it up?
You know what? I think with having Hackett and some of his weapons, it'll be pretty easy transition for Rodgers. The concern for me is like that the AFC is so loaded.
Even that division is tough, man. They have the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen, the freaking Dolphins with Tua and Tyreek Hill. I mean, even Bill Belichick is the Patriots playing great football all the time.
And then outside of the division, you've got Burrow, you've got the Ravens are tough. The Steelers are not a pushover. Cleveland's going to be better. Mahomes, Herbert, and then even the Broncos should bounce back a little bit.
Got a 3rd down and 13. Kellen Mond with a 1st down.
Wow.
To Tillman, a pickup of 15 yards, but there is another penalty on the field. Penalty fest. Penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty.
Yep. All I got to say is thank goodness our teams are in the NFC because it's a much easier path than the AFC.
I completely agree with you on that, especially with Patrick Mahomes being there. There's a penalty on number 37 on number Hall, and it was declined by the Cleveland Browns. So the reception by Tillman will stand. It was a pickup of about 13 yards, I believe. I thought it was an offensive pass interference, to be honest.
Hall really sold that.
Maybe a little flop action going on there.
Yeah.
We got the 2-minute warning here. We got a 13-0 game. New York Jets over the Cleveland Browns, almost at halftime here, the first NFL preseason game of the year. Other than, all of the penalties and the stalled drives and everything. Now, it's been not the best preseason game so far, but I mean, we did see one touchdown, and one nice throw. One touchdown and one nice throw. I think that's what we've gotten so far.
Figured it was probably going to be a little sloppy, and then factor in that we got a lot of backups in here that aren't going to get a lot of playing time probably this year. So kind of figured this is the game we were going to see. But most importantly, I mean, football's back. And
definitely.
Man, it feels good to have football back.
Are you going to watch your Seattle Seahawks play on Thursday, you said? Who are they playing on Thursday next week?
Minnesota. I'll have to see what I'll definitely watch it. I don't know if it'll be on because I do all my TV through streaming, so I don't know if it's going to be on a network somewhere. So if it is, I might do a live for it just to.
I got a message, an email actually from NFL Plus. So last year I got NFL Plus, the app. I think it was like for $5 or $10 a month or something like that. But after the NFL season was over, I canceled it. The only reason why I got it is because they show all of the out-of-market preseason games on NFL Plus. So that might, be an option. I think it is only like $4.99 a month or something like that. And you only have to have it for a month because, the preseason's only a month long. So,
for sure, that's actually a really...
Yeah, so that's an option if you want to look into that. I got an email from them basically saying that my subscription is still good and I won't have to pay anything extra. So I was like, oh, sweet. Because I'm gonna actually download NFL Plus, and that's how I can watch the Green Bay Packers preseason games because they don't televise any of those on here in Oregon.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. Unless you're like lucky enough to it's on NFL Network or something, they show it live. You don't get that. Thank you for letting me know that. That's a good call. I'll probably just do that. That's worth it for $5.
Yeah, I literally think it's like $5 a month or something. And like I said, I mean, what else are you going to spend $5 on?
Exactly.
You can't even buy a burger for $5 these days.
No, you really can't.
It's $10.
It's true.
Inflation.
It's true. Yep. Oh gosh. Yep. Exactly right.
All right, we got the Cleveland Browns at the 17-yard line. Kellen Mond with a handoff up the middle, and that was Kelly with the run of 4 yards. Kind of about a 2nd down and 6 coming up here for the Browns. End of the first half here, almost minute and 45 in the second quarter. Kellen Mond's been playing the entire half. I wonder if we're going to see any other Cleveland Browns quarterbacks here soon.
See who else is on the roster while you're calling it. I'll look that up to see if there's anybody else possible.
Shotgun for him for Mond, running back to his right. Handoff up the middle to Kelly Jr. Runs to the left for about 3 yards. Going to have a 3rd down and 3 coming up here from the 13-yard line of the New York Jets.
You've got Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who is from UCLA, the rookie. He'll probably get some playing time, I would assume. You've got Deshaun Watson. I'm like, Deshaun. Well, I'm like, oh, yeah. So Thompson-Robinson's the only quarterback. He might play like the 4th quarter or something. I bet Mon gets 3 quarters here.
Mon's been playing pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than that interception. That interception was pretty horrible. But at least he has some good film to watch and learn what not to do.
Exactly. Duke, you're lucky to live in your team state. Yeah. Fortunately, I think both me and Sideline are not in our team state. So
Unfortunately. 3rd down and 3 for the Cleveland Browns. A handoff up the middle. I think it's Kelly Jr. Yep. And he's got a pickup of about 6 yards. So we're going to have a 1st and goal for the Cleveland Browns here on the 4-yard line of the New York Jets. Yeah, so I wish that I lived in Green Bay, Wisconsin, man. I really do. Right. But I've lived in Oregon for 32 years out of my 33 years here on the earth. So it's really hard for me to leave home.
Definitely.
But I did have an opportunity to go to Green Bay 2 years ago and do their Hall of Fame tour and everything. I went down onto the field. It was absolutely amazing. Lambeau Field's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kellen Mond here. Little screen pass to the left. Touchdown. Kelly Jr. on the reception. Cleveland Browns on the board. 17-play drive, 71 yards, and the time of possession was 8 minutes and 33 seconds.
That's an impressive drive, actually.
That was a really impressive drive. 17-play drive for the Cleveland Browns. Wow. I didn't realize there was that many plays in that drive.
Me either. In 8.5 minutes, that was half the quarter. But did you get the? Obviously, I'm sure you're getting the NFL package. Did you already get it? Do you have YouTube TV, or how does that work? Because I don't have YouTube TV, but I'm going to have to get the package.
So I have DirecTV. We got an extra point here for the Cleveland Browns, and it just sneaks up the right side. I thought he was going to miss it, but it's good.
I did too.
So I have DirecTV, and basically I got DirecTV last season only for NFL Sunday Ticket. So I was kind of upset when, it got switched over to YouTube TV because I was like, man, I literally just got DirecTV and I'm literally locked into a 2-year contract. I think I have 1 more year left on my contract. But now I have to get YouTube TV. And I thought that you needed a YouTube TV subscription, which is $75 a month to have the NFL Red Zone, but you don't. The NFL Sunday Ticket. So all you have to do is pay, if you want the NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV, you have to pay $400 a month, and then you have it for the whole season. You don't have to pay that $75 monthly fee for YouTube TV. You literally just buy, NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. And if you want Red Zone and NFL Sunday Ticket, then it's $440 for both of them for the entire year. So
that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. I'm going to buy it. I actually haven't yet, but I'm going to at the beginning of September. Got a return here for the Jets. Nice return all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Great return. So this could be an interesting drive here. The Jets are going to have a chance to get a field goal here or something. But, yeah, I'm waiting till like the last second to buy it so I can save as much money as possible. Duke, you're curious what a Seahawks fan –
I'm not happy about having to pay an extra $440 for NFL Sunday Ticket. I can tell you that, but it is what it is.
they should do
if I had it on
something to
DirecTV, I'd probably have to pay somewhere around the 300 or something for it. So
Mhm.
it's like whatever, I'm gonna have to pay for it one way or the other.
True, but like I said, then you got that contract with DirecTV. I had that too. We finally got out of it, but we were in the same boat for a little bit. Boyle in the shotgun here takes a snap.
I was going to make a comment though,
it's caught. And that is
DirecTV
caught by Erickson down to the 25, and the Jets will use a timeout.
17 seconds there and a half. The DirecTV is useful for me for one reason though, and that's because they have Root Sports Northwest, and they show like 65 out of the 82 Portland Trailblazers games.
Oh,
and
nice.
I live about 20 minutes from Portland, and that Root Northwest channel isn't on any of the streaming services. It's not on YouTube. It's not on Peacock. It's not on Sling. I've literally looked on like 15 different ones, and it's only on DirecTV. So the first year, they just switched to Root 2 years ago. I'll let you do the player.
Yeah, that's where the Mariners are on. So I watch it through MLB TV because they're Root Sports Northwest. First and 10 at 35. Oh, yeah. Boyle back to pass, throws to the right side. It is incomplete. Looked like it could have been a pass interference there. That was intended for number 16. That's Brownlee. Duke,
the
who's your
Blazers
team? I saw you're asking.
What's that?
What? Oh, Duke
the
in the chat was asking.
The Blazers, they were on Comcast Sportsnet for like 15 or 20 years, and then they switched over to Root 2 years ago. That first year that they were on Root, I didn't get to see like 80% of the Blazers games. That was rough.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Lions, duh. That's the line there. Second and 10 at 35, 15 seconds to go in the half. Boyle going deep down the left sideline. It is well overthrown for Brownlee. I think the Lions 10. I would say 10 wins. I do think they're the favorites to win the division. I do think some of the people are a little overrating them a little bit. But I do love the coaching staff. I love that roster.
I was surprised with how they finished the season last year, 8-2 the last 10 games after their 1-6 start. That was really impressive.
Yep, I like their OC, Ben Johnson. I think he's a good coach. Their pass rush came alive second half of last year. I would say 10-11. Third and 10 at the 35, 9 seconds to go. 4 wide receivers set. Boyle in the shotgun. Jets have 1 timeout left. Throwing to the left side, and it's broken up there. Brownlee looked like it bounced off his shoulder pads there. So we might get a long Zerline field goal. If they win 10 games, I'll be disappointed. Yeah, I will say, it's tough. I don't know their schedule, Duke. That's what I meant to say. Like, I'd have to go through and kind of like sideline didn't go game by game because I think they're like a 10-11 talent level team. But, sometimes their schedule, like they're playing the Chiefs. Like they could play really good and lose that football game. So here's Zerline for 53 yards out to send the Jets into halftime up 16-7. The kick is up. Looks like it's right down the middle. Nice to see you in the stream, Duke, of games. I had my thing over on the banners tab, so I wasn't seeing any of the comments there. I hardly ever live stream, so I'm really terrible at this, guys, and like I'm trying my best. But Jay's Trident podcast over here is a seasoned veteran, so he's holding me afloat here. 40% confidence against the Chiefs, 3-2. I think that's fair. I think the Lions can win that game. I really do. But that's my point. Like the schedule, it's like the first 2 games you got the Chiefs, and then you play the Seahawks week 2. Like I have about a 20. I think you guys beat us week 2. The Lions do. I think that's a tough road game. You're going to have the extra days rest for the Lions for that one. So, but you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like the Seahawks can play really well and lose to Detroit. I can't get too mad about that.
I'll be a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan on that first game. I'll tell you that.
Technically, me too, because any AFC team that's going to beat an NFC team helps me.
I honestly, I do the same thing. I do the same thing too, Jay. Even if it's out of teams that are out of my division in the NFC, if they're playing an AFC team, I'm like, all right, I'm going for the AFC team. Just for obvious reasons, because it helps my team, the Green Bay Packers.
Exactly. There's no downfall.
Go Pack, go, baby. It's almost football season. Green Bay Packers have their first NFL preseason game next Friday against the Cincinnati Bengals at 5 p.m. or maybe 4 p.m. I think somewhere around there. One of those 4 or 5. I think it starts at 4 p.m. because I think I'm getting off work an hour early, like I did today, so I won't miss the start of the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even care if it's preseason. I want to watch every snap of the Green Bay Packers.
The funniest thing is too, though, like after the first preseason game, I'm like, okay, give me regular season football. I don't need 2 more weeks of this.
Oh, dude, I completely agree. I'm almost as bad where it's like halfway through the first preseason game, and I'm like, all right, I'm over this. Let's just get to the regular season.
Chris, what's up, my man? Good to see you in here. Duke not beating you guys 3 in a row. If you watch my schedule prediction for the Seahawks way back, I said I think week 2 at Detroit is a loss. It's your home opener. You're going to have 10 days rest. 10 a.m. games are always tough for the West Coast teams. If Seattle wins that game in Detroit week 2, that's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of a +1 in a game you don't expect to win that you'd win. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I would definitely pick Detroit to win that game.
Who do you think is going to come out of the NFC? I do believe that it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and the AFC, obviously. But that's just some people might say, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. I could see that. But who do you see coming out of the NFC, Jay? There's a lot of teams, man. I'm just asking because you got the Cowboys, you got the Eagles, you got the Seahawks, you got the Giants. Mean, there's just a lot of teams. What's that?
Niners are a team as well. It's
the Niners, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the NFC North. Honestly, it could be, I don't know, 3 different teams: the Packers, the Vikings, the Lions. Any of those teams could make the playoffs. I don't see the Chicago Bears making the playoffs next year. The Dallas Cowboys, honestly, I mean, they can surprise a lot of people. They can play really good football sometimes. But it's just like when it comes to the playoffs, I don't know what happens with the Dallas Cowboys.
Their roster's good enough. I mean, if Dak just doesn't turn the football over, I feel like the Eagles are the best roster, but it's like they went last year, so it's kind of I'll try and pick somebody different. I don't trust Brock Purdy to get them back to an NFC for the Niners. I could be biased and say Seattle. I don't think Seattle's run defense is good enough to like make a run. Trying to think of like a sleeper pick that I could go with. Well, let's just say, you know what? I'm going to get hate. I'm going to go Dallas. I think maybe this is Dallas's year to come out. I'd probably take Philly if I like really had to put money on it. But Dallas, I think the talent's there if Dak limits the turnovers. And the Panthers are my sleeper team. I don't think they're going to get to the title game, but I think they could win the South, get a home playoff game, and you never know what can happen. How about for you, for the NFC?
For the NFC, I hate to say it because this team beats my team in the playoffs like on a regular basis. But the San Francisco 49ers, they honestly, it doesn't matter who they have at their quarterback position. They almost made it to the Super Bowl last season with a 3rd-string quarterback, which is just absolutely crazy to me to think. So I think it's going to be the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That'll be a Super Bowl rematch, I think, right? Wasn't that Patrick Mahomes' first Super Bowl win was over the Niners?
Yeah, that was 2019 in Miami, I believe. Those 2 teams hooked up, and Niners probably should have won that game.
They're showing Patrick Mahomes highlights right here of the Super Bowl. Probably one of the most exciting players to watch in the NFL, man. Just all the moves, like in the spins and twists, and just crazy no-look passes and everything. You never know what you're going to see from Patrick Mahomes, man.
Must-see TV with Mahomes.
Dual threat,
Yep. There's always something he does in a game where it's just like you don't. It's just not possible, and he pulls it off. So I will go Cowboys in the NFC and the AFC. I'm kind of with you on the Chiefs, but I'll mix it up here just to mix it up. Let's see. I will take Cincinnati. Seems kind of due to maybe get back, but never know. I'm trying to think of someone else here that could be. I'm trying to think of maybe a sleeper. I'm going to go with the Bengals. I'll go Dallas and Bengals, and my sleeper team in the AFC. Actually, I'm going to say the Jets. with Rodgers, actually, I think could be pretty sneaky. So
I could see that.
But I'll say Bengals and Cowboys out.
Do you think the Seattle Seahawks are going to win their division, or do you think the Niners are going to take that?
I would probably give the edge to the Niners.
Yeah.
I will say, like,
obviously, we're not even going to consider the Rams or the Cardinals because both of those teams are going to go like 3-13 or 3-14.
Exactly. Yeah, the Cardinals for sure. The Rams, I guess, could be, if they stay healthy, like they've got enough top end talent to maybe be okay, but it's all old, and then the rest of the roster is just bad. The Cardinals are going to be a mess. I would favor the Niners. I do think that, they've got some questions at quarterback. Now, like you said, I mean, they almost got there anyways with Purdy, who was third string. But I do think there is some question marks around the quarterback position. But I still think they're a tier above Seattle. My hope is that gap closes. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But I think Seattle can get in, but I don't think they've passed the Niners yet.
I want to see more from Brock Purdy, honestly. I'm not completely sold on him. I'm not saying that he's not going to be, the San Francisco, starting quarterback. I'm just saying I want to see a full season from him and really see if he can be a guy that can like take over the game. Duke of Game says my dream Super Bowl is Detroit versus Jacksonville, the Kitty Bowl. I would say my dream Super Bowl, for obvious reasons, would be the Green Bay Packers versus the New York Jets. I mean, I can't even imagine that. I would be so nervous during that game. Like I could just like Jordan Love, first season as a starter, and he's already in the Super Bowl playing against Aaron Rodgers, who, hasn't been to a Super Bowl since the 2010 season. It's been 13 years. That would be incredible if it could be the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. That would be my dream Super Bowl. What about you, Jay? What's your dream Super Bowl?
The storylines would be insane for that one. Seahawks for sure. And then I'm trying to think what would be it. You know what? I mean,
Seahawks versus who though?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Like, we've kind of
like, you want him to play against Mahomes so you could beat the best to say you're the best?
Exactly. I was just going to say, like, I don't want to face Mahomes because I don't think we beat Mahomes. So can they do something where they take the worst team and put him in the Super Bowl for the AFC?
Can somehow Jacksonville get to the Super Bowl?
The Texans, can we put the Texans in there? I'll say Seahawks versus I guess, like, just from a matchup standpoint, we've already beaten Russell Wilson. So, I mean, not in the Super Bowl, but so that's worn off for me. You know what? A rematch against Pittsburgh from Super Bowl 4.
Oh, that actually was a really great Super Bowl. I was in Seattle watching that, and I won I think $90 from like 10 different Seahawks fans because I bet them all like $10 on the Super Bowl, and the Steelers won, and everybody was all upset, and I didn't really care because I was wearing my Packers jersey. I was just happy I won $90, but honestly, after that game was over, the former Green Bay Packers coach Mike Holmgren said in a quote, "I didn't know that we were going to have to play against the guys in black and yellow, the zebras, because the Seahawks really got screwed in that Super Bowl in a lot of calls." I can't remember all the specific plays because it was so long ago, but I remember some of those calls being really questionable, and I was like, man, if I was a Seahawks fan, I'd be livid right now.
It really just, and I've gotten over it too. And so even that one's worn off for me. But
what year was that? That was back in like 2005.
Yeah, 2005. It was every borderline call went Pittsburgh's way. I don't think it was like rigged, because here's my thing. If you think the game's rigged, don't watch it. So I don't think it was rigged or anything, but it was just every single call.
Sports are rigged, in my opinion. People like to say that they're fixed or they're rigged or whatever. There's too many things going on to stage football. You know what I mean? Like that guy that was going down and he fumbled it a half inch before his knee hit the ground. You can't act that. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
And here's the thing too. Yeah, like, why would they need to rig it? It makes so much money. What would be the advantage to the NFL? Even if the Super Bowl next year is Texans versus Panthers, like, it's still going to crush ratings. Like, so you don't need to rig the game. No. I will say I do wonder sometimes if the only thing I would maybe understand is certain games where you have a big market team, like let's say it was the Chiefs versus the Texans in the championship game. I could maybe see where the league tells the refs, hey, if it's close, we'd rather have Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Like, it's not rigged, but it's like, let's do our best to make. I could see that, but yeah, I don't think it's rigged. Yeah, it's always rigged. Exactly. It's always rigged when and listen, I've sat there in Seahawks losses and yelled it's rigged out of frustration many times. But
they cheated. They cheated. Yep. How could they?
But yeah, there's always game day emotion. Anything you say during a game, in my opinion, doesn't count. Like, it gets forgiven because we all get emotional.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Football is like, it's crazy, like how serious like I take it, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, and I've done this to myself, you know, but it's like, if the Green Bay Packers lose, I'm literally upset until the next Sunday. And it's like, this literally should not be affecting my mood. And I'll have to like remind myself to be nice to my coworkers just because my football team lost.
I'm gonna say it sticks with me. I'm fortunate I don't work on Monday, so I get a day to recuperate.
Oh, nice.
But man, when I go back to work, I'm still salty after losses. Like, I am still carrying it with me.
Usually by Wednesday.
Yep. Usually by Wednesday it wears off for me, and I'm kind of like, okay, then I start getting ready for next week. But man, I am like, Sunday nights after my team loses, man, it's rough. And it looks like we are back for football here. The Browns are going to kick it off here. The Jets will receive 16-7 New York Football Jets on top of the Cleveland Browns. And if you thought you didn't recognize the names in the first half, it ain't going to get much better here.
Uh-oh. I'll lean on Jay for the roster updates.
I just happen to have the rosters.
You got it pulled up, right? I'll do that next time.
Yeah, I've got both teams' rosters up here just to try. And
I was looking at their rosters on my phone before the game started, and for some reason I felt that I could remember 20 different guys' names from the two different teams. Completely, impossible.
Baseball's easier because it's like one guy at a time coming up to the plate, so you can write it down. That's what I do. I write down the lineups, and it's just easier that way.
Nice.
To have
I don't even like baseball, to be honest, but dude, I've hopped in some of your streams with you and Rooftop, and I really enjoy it, man. Not even being a baseball fan, and I enjoy your guys' live streams.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's a lot of fun.
Rooftop's really cool, dude.
He is. I love Rooftop. First and 10 at the 25. Boyle play action pass, and he's going to get it off, but it's incomplete. It went off the back of the running back. A little play action. He was under some pressure, and then it hit the back of number 35 for the Jets. And preseason football at its finest. Number 35 for the Jets is. Can I ever just like look right at there and see the name? I have to scroll on every single one of these. I don't even know who that is, number 35. Somebody. Might not even be on here. Second and 10 for the Jets. Single set. The running back, tight end in motion. Receiver in motion. It's a handoff up the middle. And a good push by the pile there by the running back. He's going to get about 3 to 4 yards. And the running back is 35, I think. If anybody in the chat knows is a Jets
showing
fan.
Jim Schwartz on the sideline, former Detroit Lions coach.
Travis Dye, the rookie out of USC. That's who that is carrying the football for the Jets.
I know Duke of Games knows Jim Schwartz since he's a big Lions fan.
Yep. 3rd and 6 for the Jets at their own 29-yard line. Boyle in the shotgun. Looks like a tight end motion. That should be an offsides. They're not going to be a free play. They're going to blow it dead. Should be a free 5 yards for the Jets here.
Duke of Games says boo Schwartz. I asked him if that was the 0-16 season.
Oh, that was Marinelli was the head coach. And then Schwartz took over the next year. Yep.
Oh, okay. So almost. He left a year early.
Yep.
And that Detroit Lions team was 4-0 in the preseason that year too.
That's right, they were. That's insane.
4-0 in the preseason to 0-16
Six.
in the regular
Oh
season.
my gosh.
That's awesome.
3rd and 1. Looks like Abanacanda's back in there in the backfield. Turning, he'll get the handoff, and I don't think he's going to get it. He was stuffed. It's going to be 4th down for the Jets. Let's see if they go for it, just to try to go
They
for it.
They should just go for it. That
Seriously.
should be a rule in the preseason. You have to go for it in the second half of the preseason.
Honestly, it really should be. But the Jets will punt.
If it's under 5 yards, you're forced to go for it on 4th down in the second half of a preseason game.
Exactly. This is when the running clock should come into play. Felton Jr. is going to go back and receive the punt. Thomas Morstead, the veteran punter, will boot it away for New York. And the snap, the punt is away.
Another penalty flag.
Flag, yep, fielded about the 15. Going up the sidelines here, a pretty big return. And to about the 35-yard line there is Felton. And we do have a penalty flag down on the field. So decent return by Felton.
Wonder if we're going to see a different Cleveland Browns quarterback here.
Yeah, well, my guess would be Mon probably
Joshua Dobbs, maybe.
Oh, that's right. Dobbs is on the team too. I forgot about Dobbs. I didn't even look and see what the penalty was. It was a holding on the Browns, so that will mitigate that return. Rodgers is pumped up. Coach Rodgers.
Definitely looking like a coach there on the sideline. It's easier for me to see Aaron Rodgers in a New York Jets hat than a helmet. I'm not going to lie. It
right.
kind of makes me sick. When I was watching training camp and I saw him in a Jets helmet, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this real life? And then Damian Lillard and then I got the double whammy for NBA. Damian Lillard requested a trade. So I'm like,
have they traded Lillard yet? I don't follow much NBA. I know a little bit, but
so they have not traded Damian Lillard. They keep getting trade requests from the Miami Heat because that's the only team that he said he's interested in playing for. But they're just not really happy with what they're offering. They're offering like 3 first-round picks and then like maybe like 1 or 2 young players. And the Blazers are like, hey, we want like, 4 first-round picks and then like a veteran player and a young player, but they don't want to budge. And Damian Lillard basically says he only wants to be traded to the Miami Heat, which puts the Blazers in an awkward situation because no other team in the NBA has made an offer to the Blazers because they just think like, okay, we're going to be getting a superstar player who isn't happy playing here. He clearly said he only wants to play in Miami. So it just puts the Blazers in an awkward situation where, they can only pretty much get offers from the Miami Heat. And I think it's going to be a situation kind of like how the Green Bay Packers were with Aaron Rodgers, where the New York Jets were the only football team that really were making offers to the Green Bay Packers for Aaron Rodgers. And then it came to a point where the Green Bay Packers just had to say, okay, we'll take your conditional 2nd round pick that becomes a 1st round pick if Rodgers plays at least 65% of the snaps,
Yep.
So I think it's just going to be one of those situations where the Blazers are just going to be like, we just kind of have to take what we can get. Otherwise we're not going to, have the trade go through, which kind of sucks. But
yeah, it really is similar to the Rodgers thing because that was even like we knew he was going to be a Jet while he was still on the Packers because it was the only team invested. And then it's sort of like, well, which team holds the cards? Like to me, the Blazers do because at the end of the day, I mean, you don't have to trade him, but then it's like he could sit out, not play. But you know what? It's kind of like, okay, if you're really not going to play, then I guess go ahead and don't play.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Aaron Rodgers, though. He's my favorite Green Bay Packers quarterback. I'll never have any hate towards that guy. All right, here we go. Looks like we got Mond still in for the Browns. Oh, wait, no, that isn't Mond.
I think it's Dobbs. Oh,
yeah, we got Joshua Dobbs in. It was an incompletion over the middle. 2nd out and 10 coming up here for.
Actually, that is Dorian Thompson Robinson. I think that's
Dorian Thompson Robinson. I think it was their 5th round draft pick.
Yep, from UCLA.
Out of UCLA. Browns 2nd down and 10. We got a handoff to the right. pickup of about 7 yards. It was that we got a new running back in here. Is that Williams?
No, that's the G, the guy that's been in. What starts with a G? He's been playing a bunch too. It is boy, I cannot. Why can I not remember it?
Is that the other junior guy?
Yeah, exactly. Felton Jr.
Felton. There's Kelly Jr. and Felton Jr. My bad.
Yep. Too many juniors.
3rd down and 3 for the Cleveland Browns. Shotgun form. Got a pass out to the right side, completion for the Browns. Pickup of about 8 yards. That was the number 10.
That is 10 for the Browns. That is Anthony Schwartz. He is a 4th-year player out of Auburn.
All right, Dorian Thompson-Robson, or however the hell you say his name. Pass up the middle, incomplete. That was intended for number 83, whoever the heck that is on the Browns there.
That is, I feel like we said his name tonight. Let me see if I can find it. 80, that's 86, that's 82. I really wish they did this numerically on the depth chart. Oh, maybe. I can do it numerically. Oh, wow. Okay, that would have saved me a lot of time. That is Mitchell Payton, the tight end.
2nd down and 10 for Dorian Thompson here. Shotgun form for Dorian. He's under pressure. You got to run up. He's going to take off and run. Pickup of 12 or 13 yards for Dorian Thompson and a 1st down. Nice run there.
Good run.
Pressure up the middle. He just took off running, got a 1st down. Nice play from Dorian there.
I just finally realized I can sort these numerically. That would have made it so much easier for me if I knew that in the first half.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be a little quicker now.
I'm bring up the rosters too the next game that I do. That's a great idea. 1st down and 10 for Dorian Robson on the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line. Got another run to the left, pickup of about 2 yards, and he's knocked out of bounds. Aaron Rodgers here talking to the commentators here, Chris Collinsworth, Mike Tirico. Dorian Thompson under center, 2nd down and 8. Got a run to the right here. Pickup of about, I thought he was going to get tackled, but pickup of about 8 yards and another flag on the play. And that was the
nice
other
run there by Felton.
Felton Jr. on the run. See what the flag here is on the play. Nathaniel Hackett, got a lot of respect for him. Those were the years that Aaron Rodgers won his MVPs, the years that he was the offensive coordinator there. So definitely appreciate Nathaniel Hackett. Dorian Thompson under shotgun, 2nd down and 18, 10:02 in the 3rd quarter. Pass to the right is incomplete. I didn't see who was intended, and another flag on the play.
Took a hit.
Late hit on a defensive player there.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was Greeny.
Davian Rodriguez. This game, man, has been flag after flag after flag after flag after flag. Flag City. I sorted mine by number as I'm counting down to the first preseason game. Almost there,
it's
Duke
here.
Of games.
Yep.
Lions' first preseason game. When is that, Duke, of games? Looks like they're having preseason games next week. You said Seahawks are playing Thursday. I know the Packers are playing Friday. So I wonder if they're having games Saturday. I wonder if they're having games on the weekend too.
Yeah, it's usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So there'll be
Dorian
some.
Thompson under center here, first down and 10 on the 40-yard line. Got a hand off to Junior up the middle, pickup of about 3 yards. Felton with the run there. Felton Jr.
Definitely feel like the Browns have had the longer time of possession. You've had to put in a little more work here doing
that 17-play drive,
Yep.
8.5 minutes. I think I did the whole second quarter, man. I was running out of breath.
Pretty much.
And my Mountain Dew is gone here. I don't have anything to drink. Cleveland Browns under center here. Got another handoff to the right. And a pickup of nothing for Junior there. And another flag on the play.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
It's a Friday. That's when your Lions are playing Duke of Games. Nice. Who are they playing? Who are the Lions playing? I don't even know who they're playing their first game.
I'm going to guess the Lions are playing the Colts. Duke, let me know if they're playing. That's my guess. I have no idea. Let's see if I was right. Let us know, Duke.
When Aaron Rodgers has been talking to the commentators, they're not showing what the referees are calling for the penalties. So I don't really know what the hell the penalty was. It's second down and 16, though, for the Browns. Dorian Thompson with the throw over the middle, and it's caught. Pickup of about 14 yards there, number 82 of the Cleveland Browns.
Mike Harley Jr. makes the catch. Oh, it's the Giants. Okay.
Giants and Lions. Okay, nice. Giants and then Jacksonville and then Carolina for the Lions. Nice. Going to have a third down and probably 1 or 2 here for the Cleveland Browns after that nice 15-yard reception on second down and 16. Third down and 2 here. Dorian Thompson is under center. 1 running back in the backfield. 1 wide receiver off to the left. Probably a run up the middle. And then there's another flag. He only had a pickup. Felton had a pickup of only a yard there. Probably an offsides. They might decline it, though, if it's 4th and 1. Oh, it was on the defense.
Yeah, I think.
See, they're with Rodgers talking to the commentators right now. They're not showing what the referees are calling on the penalties. That's kind of frustrating.
Well, that's the problem with some of the live streams. Like, for the baseball ones, I can't have the sound on to get copyright strikes. So if they don't show, or I don't know what they're debating sometimes. If there's like an ump talking, I'm like, I think this is what they're doing. You know what I mean? It makes it
sucks, dude. Yeah. So you have to mute it.
I keep it muted normally just because I don't want to deal with any copyright stuff and everything, and it'd probably throw me off.
Dorian Thompson with a nice pass on the right side for a pickup of 10 yards to number 83.
That's
first
Payton
down
again, Mitchell Payton.
Showing Aaron Rodgers walking around the Hall of Fame. I saw a video of him on Twitter when he was walked past himself and he was looking at himself in the Hall of Fame. That's got to be pretty cool. He stopped and read the thing for about 2 or 3 seconds and then walked away. You could tell he didn't read the whole entire paragraph. He's like, I already know what the hell they're saying. Dorian Thompson under center, first down and 10. We got a handoff to the left and another flag on the play.
Oh,
only a pickup of 2 yards for Junior there, for Felton Jr., but another flag.
Oh, dear referees, just eat the flag.
Man. If I was a coach of either of these teams, I'd be like, you know what? You guys are doing push-ups because we had way too many freaking pre-snap penalties.
That's the thing. It's like all pre-snap stuff too.
Yeah, that's stuff that, they don't work on that stuff. I mean, granted, they are second and third string. So first down and 5 for the Browns here. And pressure up the middle. We're going to have a run to the right and a first down pickup and more. Nice run there.
Oh, really nice.
Pick up of 15 yards there for the Browns quarterback. Dorian Thompson Robinson. DRT. That's what I'm going to call him.
That works.
DRT. That's what I'm calling him from now on. Aaron Rodgers giving the little bunny ears to one of the offensive coordinators. All right. First down and 10 for DRT on the 11-yard line. We got a handoff. Oh, we got a touchdown here for the Cleveland Browns. Felton Jr. DTR, he had the football, and I thought he was going to run with it, but he pitched it to the running back, it looks like, Felton Jr. Let's see this replay. I didn't even really see what happened here. It was like a play action. Oh, he did hand it off. He fooled me. I thought he kept it. Look at that block by Dorian Thompson Robinson. Oh, wow. He had the lead block and just completely knocked out one of the Jets defenders.
That's a legitimate block, too.
Space for the Browns running back, Felton Jr. Nice touchdown run. 16-13 for the Cleveland Browns, pending an extra point here. Now we got 16-14 with 6:11 in the third quarter. We got a ball game.
We do.
Nice.
That was another long
lead
drive
block by DTR there, man. That was crazy.
It was. That was another long drive by the Browns. I think that went like 94, 95 yards. That was a good drive.
Got a 16-14 ball game. Yes, Davian Rodriguez, world record incoming in a preseason game. Too many flags.
I'm going to figure out what the total flags is right now because it has been.
I was just going to look that up and see. Let me look up the stats here. This football game. Team stats. So penalties. We have 10 penalties for 70 yards for the Jets. And we have 6 penalties for 52 yards for the Cleveland Browns. So a total of 16 penalties and a combined total of 132 yards.
I'm going to look up what the most penalties in an NFL game is.
And for the Jets, they have a total of 141 yards and 70 penalty yards. So the New York Jets have half as many penalty yards as they do total yards in this game so far, which I think is pretty funny.
The record for combined penalties in the modern era was 1976. The Seahawks and the Buccaneers combined for 39 penalties. That was both teams' expansion season.
Now, 39 penalties?
That's the record. Now this is
in one preseason game? Wow.
Oh, that was just NFL game. That's regular season. I was just curious. I knew 16 wasn't the record or anything, but I was just curious.
No.
But I mean, we're halfway there about
Yeah. Look up the division game, Cowboys and 49ers 2 years ago. That's a penalty game.
Dude, was it a lot of penalties in that one? I think it just feels like more in this game because it's preseason, it's sloppy, and we're not as like on edge about this game. Whereas in the regular season, you're more like, okay, well, what's going on? What's happening? So it just has looked sloppy along with the penalties.
For sure. The NFC Championship game, when was that one, Duke of Games? What year was that? Was that like 2019?
I think it's talking about the wild card game. It was the one where Dak couldn't get the ball spiked in time, I think.
Oh, yes. I remember that. Yeah. I remember
that. And the Jets will take over on offense, leading 16-14. Looking for a drive to maybe not put the game away, but get the 2-score lead back. There's DeMarcus Ware, another guy that looks like he's lost like 75 pounds since retiring.
There was 23 penalties in that NFC wildcard game, Duke of Games.
So that's up. That's a lot.
23, yeah.
I wonder what the fewest is. Wonder if there's ever been a game that you're good, Duke. No worries. I was like, I think it was a wild card. It looks like Boyle's still in there. Quarterback under center, turns or fake play action. Good play action
I
here.
don't
It's
think there's
caught
ever
though,
been
but
an
under flat.
NFL. I don't think there's ever
First
been an
down.
NFL game with no penalties the entire
I wonder
game.
what the closest is. That was caught by
I
number
think it's
49.
one. That'd be my guess. One for the whole entire game. That would be my guess.
Yeah. The rookie E.J. Jenkins made the catch. Nice play action there by Tim Boyle. First down for the Jets. First and 10 here for the Jets. Let's look at DeMarcus Ware. It's actually to be second in inches, so just short. Dye gets the carry, and he is going to fight for it and get the first down. It's picked about 3 or 4 yards. Takes a hard hit at the end of that. Okay, that was number 36 from the Browns with the heavy hit. That is Bubba Bolden, the second-year man from Miami. I don't know why I was thinking Buda Baker when I said that. That's why I'm like, wait, Buda Baker's not the Browns. First and 10 for the Jets, ball at about their own 38-yard line. Dye gets the carry to the left side, and he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard on the carry. So it'll be 2nd and 9. He has believed in you since day one, going back to drafting. Can you tell us about the bet that he had with Bill Parcells? Marcus Ware, Jerry Jones. And we are back. About 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Boyle under center, 2nd and 9 from 39. Drops back to pass under center. Goes over the top end, just overthrows the wide receiver Brownlee. It'll be third. And guess what we got? We've got
that would have been the second best pass of the game.
It would have been. We've got another flag, but we're just going to talk to DeMarcus Ware here, so no worries. Something on the Browns. I didn't see the ref signal.
I think it was holding.
Okay. It made sense. It looked like Brownlee.
Could be wrong, though.
I think you're right. So if that's the case, it'll be an automatic first down here for the Jets. DeMarcus Ware got his Super Bowl ring with the Broncos, Super Bowl 50 over the Carolina Panthers. First and 10 for the Jets after the hold at the 38-yard line. Boyle under center. Little play action there. Dumps it off to the tight end in the flat. And he's going to get close to a first down. Picks up about 7-8 yards on the play. That was caught by Zach Kuntz. Like it's weird saying that name, but that's who it was. The rookie makes the catch out of Old Dominion.
Who are your Seahawks playing week 1, Jay?
The Rams in Seattle.
Oh,
so
nice,
I'm definitely going to be live for that game.
Nice. That'll be a pretty easy. Actually, that's a division game, so it's not going to be easy, but they should win that game.
I would think so. They're favored, right now, but the Rams always scare me. McVay's always got something dialed up. 2nd and 4 for the Jets. Turning hands it off to Dye, and he's going to get about a yard on that carry. Did the ball come loose there? No. 3rd and 3. You guys got
like with the Chicago Bears, it's like we should always beat them, but there's that chance. Like last season, Green Bay actually had to come back and get that victory against the Chicago Bears. I think they were down 10 points.
Is your game against the Bears in Chicago?
You never know with the division games.
Exactly, because you're going to get and week 1 too. Like no one's rolling over.
Yeah. Green Bay is playing the Chicago Bears too, which is funny. Week 1
in Chicago or in Green Bay?
I'm not actually sure. I'd have to look and see. I think it is in Chicago. So
3rd and 3, little draw play, handoff to Dye goes nowhere. It'll be 4th and 3 here.
We'll see if Jordan Love can be an owner of the Chicago Bears like Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. Isaiah Thomas with the stop there for the Browns. Green Bay is bookend. Oh, they play the Bears week 1 and week 18. That's kind of crazy for the Packers.
And what? Oh, 13.
They play the Bears first week of the season, the last week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the last week. Yeah. First and last.
David, I saw that Bears signed Yannick Ngakoue to a 1-year deal. 4th and 3, Jets going for it. Boyle in the shotgun, rolls out to his right, quick throw, and it's incomplete, trying to get it to Erickson. Broken up there by the defensive back, number 29, that is
Duke of
Cameron
Games,
Mitchell,
appreciate you coming in the stream, man.
the rookie
have a
from
nice night at work.
Northwestern. Nice play.
Duke of Games, always appreciate you, man. You're a really great subscriber of mine, always engaging and commenting on my posts. From a dorky guy that I don't understand why anybody watches any of my stuff, but they do. I created my channel and it was like a year and a half ago, and I actually had another channel before this one for about 11 months, and it was cryptocurrency based because I really like cryptocurrency and trading and stuff, but it wasn't my passion. So it's not my passion like football is. I played football for 7 years in high school. And I've been watching football since 1996, a fan of the Packers for 27 years. So I just was like, you know what? I feel like I was forced to make content. Like I had to do research, and it was like I was forcing myself. And now sometimes I don't even make as much content as I would like to, but I just want to just only make content when I feel like it, when I feel motivated, dude. Sometimes I feel like I want to make, one or two videos a week, and then there's other weeks where I'm like, you know what, I want to take 10 days off. You know what I mean? So.
No, and that's a great point too. I think that's where people can get burnt out, because even if you have knowledge on something, but if you don't have the passion for it, it's just not going to you're going to burn yourself out.
Most definitely.
So yeah.
So I deleted that channel, and I was at when I deleted that channel, I was at 1,797 subscribers, and it was really hard for me to delete it. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't even ever know if I'll ever be able to get back to, where I was. But one thing that does help a lot is I'll post highlight videos on my channel, and it really does help a lot. There's a thing that's called Twitter link to video. So if they ever show any videos on Twitter, you can literally copy that link and then download this app that's called Twitter to Link. And I'll see a cool Green Bay Packers video. Like earlier today, I saw the Packers president, Mark Murphy, who was saying that he wants Aaron Rodgers to play 65% of the snaps and have a bad season. So I shared that on my channel, but it's probably gotten me an extra 2,000 subscribers from sharing the highlight videos. So really my channel should be probably somewhere around 2,000 subscribers, but from sharing those other videos, it gained me more subscribers, which I don't think it's cheating, but it does help.
I did that. Well, I did a lot of that too in the beginning, and I did a lot of the shorts, and that's kind of how I got it.
Yeah. DTR, first down and 10. And we got a run to Robinson to the right here. Or Felton Jr. with the run, sorry. Pickup of about 4 yards. We'll have second down and 6 coming up. Yeah,
can you get copyrighted on those Twitter link thing? No? Okay.
No. So in the YouTube short span, honestly, I've had one YouTube short where I shared it was a video. This video got almost 400,000 views, and it was just I got 501 subscribers from that one video.
Yeah.
DTR, second down and 6. We got another handoff to the left here for Junior. Pickup of about 5 yards. We're going to have second down and 2, Felton Jr. So that one video that I shared of Julio Jones got me 501 subscribers.
Wow.
So, and that's because that one short got 392,000 views, which is absolutely nuts. But if I didn't post that one short, I would have 500 less subscribers right now. I'm at 4230. I would be at literally 3,700 if I didn't post that one short, which is crazy.
Right.
DTR, third down and 2 in shotgun form here. Little pass over to the left. I don't know who that was intended for, but it was incomplete.
Could be a hold.
We're gonna have
that was
fourth
number
down and
82.
Fourth down and 2.
Mike Harley Jr.
Mike Harley Jr. That pass looked like it was in between two players, really. So Dorian Thompson in his career, he's had 88 touchdowns and 36 interceptions in 49 games played and a 63% completion rating. We got a punt coming up here for the Browns, 4th down and 2, punting from their own 38-yard line. See if we're gonna have a return here from the Jets, but return of about 5 or 6 yards from number 39 there on the Jets. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the Pro Football Hall of Fame game. Other than the penalties, man, I mean, it's it's not terrible. I mean, I guess after looking up that one preseason game that had like 39 penalties, maybe it's not so bad at 17 or 18 or whatever the hell we're at right now.
I think it's also like it feels worse, like I said, because one, it's like all backups that we don't care about. It's not either of our teams, which makes it a little less intriguing. So I think when that all happens, you notice it more. But yeah, I don't think it's been some sloppy play, but it's expected first preseason game. So
I would have liked to see Zach Wilson play a little bit more, but I understand why he didn't. They still have 3 other preseason games before this, so they're the only 2 teams that are, that have 4 preseason games. When did the NFL switch to 3 preseason games? That was the same year that they switched to 17-game schedule, right?
I think so. Yeah, they pretty much had to. I know COVID, we didn't have any preseason games. And then it was, the next year was still 16 games. Then it was, you're right.
We've had 17 game schedule for 2 years, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. It has been 17 for 2 years. So yeah, it's been
three preseason games for the last 2 years then.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. There's no chart. That was like after 2021. I didn't think much of it when that was announced.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that, Davian.
It happened when Russ was still on the roster, actually. So I remember I was kind of like, well, whatever. Gino's probably not going to be back anyway. So I never thought of it, and I forgot about it until now. But that was like almost 2 years ago now. So
that was for drinking,
obviously. Yeah. So it was something where I think he refused to do the breathalyzer. I don't know. Don't quote me on any of this. So it was kind of like, well, then you got to go.
Honestly, man, it's really hard for me to like, I don't know, like when I hear these guys getting in trouble for alcohol and DUI, there's a program for all of the NFL players. It's basically like an Uber or a Lyft that they can call and they'll come pick them up anywhere at any time. So I don't understand it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It drives me nuts. Even like, if they didn't use the program, you tell me they can't call their agent and be like, hey, man, I've had a couple too many, and their agent wouldn't go out and get them somebody. Like,
or even if they do have to take a Lyft or an Uber, if it costs them $100, they have millions in the bank. Who cares?
Seriously,
that's like pennies to you, dude.
Seriously,
just take the taxi. I don't know. I get touchy on the alcohol subject because I'm sober from alcohol. This November will be 5 years.
Oh, that's awesome! Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. New quarterback in for the Jets. That's Stretler. How do you pronounce the name? First and 10. He's going to turn the handle off to Die. Goes to the left-hand side. Picks up 2. It is the numerical thing went away for the Jets.
Probably going to be the last play of the quarter there.
Yep, that should be it. 20 seconds and counting. Should take
the one that made me sick though. Honestly, was that Las Vegas Raiders guy.
Oh, that was awful. I mean, not to like, but I mean, not to like say that because it's like super dark
Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. I mean, she burned alive in the V.
With her dog in the car. With her dog in the car too, which is just absolutely terrible. And the chance that, and I actually was going to make a YouTube short on this. That guy actually has a chance to play in the NFL again. He might actually get out of jail and he might actually have an opportunity. You can do a little bit of research into it, but Henry Ruggs might actually be able to get out of prison in like 5 years and he might be able to play in the league again. I can't imagine that being like, dude, this guy crashed into the back of this girl's car at 155, killed her alive, and now he's back in the NFL. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah. I hope nobody picks him up after that, but you never know.
I wouldn't like to see him in the league just for that one reason, It's like, dang. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of old school, like eye for eye, arm for an arm. It's like, dude, if you kill somebody, you should be in jail the rest of your life, dude.
Yeah. And something prevent. I mean, like that is, you can say like, well, it wasn't, I get it wasn't, first degree, but it's like,
and going 155, dude, nobody needs to go that quick. Like I drive fast. When I drive fast, I go 80. That's fast. Yeah. Not 155. Exactly. But I don't have a vehicle that could go 155, first of all. But 80 is fast. If you want to drive fast, just go 80 or 90 all day. You don't have to go 155,
Yep.
Because that's
like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. I thought Ruggs was going to be like Hill
And he was.
in the NFL.
Yeah, he was
Another
legit,
player
like,
that's sad too is I was like the whole Aaron Hernandez thing. He could have been really great with Rob Gronkowski.
They were. I mean, that was a great tight end combo, and just some of these guys, I just like you said, like they've got program. I mean, Hernandez goes a little deeper, but like for Ruggs,
I think there was
and
a CTE issue there too, though, with the Hernandez
big
situation.
Time.
Yeah,
big time. You see a lot of these guys. Who was the
I think
player?
that's got to be the
his
saddest story in the NFL, though. The Hernandez one, definitely.
There was that guy from the Chiefs. Maybe somebody in the comments remembers. I could be wrong on it. It was like in 2010. I want to say he might have killed his girlfriend. Then he like held somebody hostage at the stadium. He killed himself outside the stadium. Does anybody remember that in the chats? Jerome Belcher, I want to say it was. And I shouldn't say too much on it because I don't remember the whole story. Oh,
and
he
Davian,
did.
you're absolutely right. He had problems. I think he shot some guys while he was at Florida. Hernandez did too, in the eye or something like that. So you're definitely right about that, Davian.
Davian, do you remember the Chiefs guy that I'm talking about? I think it was like 2011 or something. And it was like before a game. It was insane. And I think he shot, and there was a lot of shot himself. And I think there was a lot of like CTE stuff involved in that.
Another sad one was the Steve Young situation with his girlfriend, or the girl that he was messing around with, how she shot herself and then shot him and shot herself. Steve
McNair. Steve McNair, right?
Oh, Steve McNair. Sorry, Steve McNair.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, whoa, Steve Young.
Steve Young. Sorry to scare you.
You're good. No, you're good. You're good.
McNair. Yeah, that was really sad too.
That was
because they were both really young. I believe they were both in their 20s.
Yeah. Oh, did the lights go off or something? Or is that just how the stadium looks?
Something happened. It was about to start the fourth quarter there.
Yeah, commercial again.
Yeah, the Patriots definitely took a chance on Aaron Hernandez by drafting him, knowing that he did have those issues going into the NFL. I just can't imagine making any major critical mistakes, dude, when you're making that amount of money. You know what I mean? I would be like the best person everywhere I went, dude. Like I wouldn't even say the wrong things to the interviewers. I'd just be like the nicest person ever. Dude, I'm making 50 million. I'm making 50 million a year. Like people don't make this money in their entire lifetimes that I'm making in a year. I'd be the nicest guy everywhere, dude. I wouldn't break any rules. I would
drive home. And like I would drive to the stadium and drive home. Like that would be it. Like, I would not even.
I'd be the happiest camper.
Javon Belcher. Yeah, that was the Chiefs guy. What was another one that I'm trying to think of? I feel like we're going through all these. Chris Henry, the wide receiver. Who was Sean Taylor was really sad for the Redskins or the Commanders.
Hopefully they switch up that name. The Commanders is kind of dorky. I'm actually 25% Native American. My grandma was 100%, and the term Native or Redskins, it doesn't even offend me 25% or 1/4, and that's what I am. You know what I mean? It really doesn't at all. I think that name just offended a lot of people that don't even watch football. You know, they're just like, that's offensive and they need to take it away. But those are a lot of people who probably don't even watch the game of football, to be honest.
Exactly. It's kind of the offended to be offended a little bit.
And I think there's the baseball one. Don't they want them to change the Indians name, or did they have
They did already.
They did?
It's the Guardians. So, they changed it last year. I think was their first year with it. And
it's just sad to see this stuff because it's like, dude, people get offended by everything nowadays. You have to be really careful with everything that you say. And I don't even like talking about stuff saying that people can get offended by it because people could maybe get offended by that, you know.
It's same. I try to always avoid if there's like someone in my chat like last week was like, "What do you think of Kanye West?" I'm like, yeah, I'm not answering that question.
Or if it's any political stuff, obviously I'm not touching that. On my Twitter, it says sideline report. So like, and I'm not into politics at all, but I will never even like anybody's thing if it's about any politics. I'm not even gonna like it because you can see the likes.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna touch that subject. Strictly sports.
Same. I won't even. Yeah, I don't. Same. I don't even like the
people are never going to agree on. People are never going to agree on that. Well, you know, you could just be arguing all day.
look what happens to players. Like, there'll be a guy that gets drafted, and like, look at this post he like 13 years ago when he was 15 years old. I mean, I'm not saying I'm ever going to hit it big, but if my channel grows, I don't want anybody going back and being like, did you see what he liked in 2020? Can you believe that?
That's bizarre, dude. That's bizarre that you could be, something from more than a decade ago. You could be canceled for that. That's nuts.
And it's like half these guys, they're drafted now like 9 years ago. They're like 13 years old. So it's like when they were 13. I think there is some issues with the lighting here. So we've got a little bit of a delay.
Something's going on here.
Yeah.
They said before this game started, they said the last time that the New York Jets were on NBC was the butt fumble game.
Was it really? It might be. Yeah.
That was a long time ago, though. Mark Sanchez days.
I think that was 2012 or 2013.
I think that team went to like 3 AFC championship games too. They just could never get over the hump.
That's what's crazy. That defense was so good. And like, that was the Rex Ryan teams, and that defense was so loaded. And Sanchez wasn't like good, but he wasn't awful enough to like hold them back. But
didn't they have some guy from like USC, a quarterback there too at the time? I'm trying to think.
Sanchez was USC, so maybe that's. And then Sam Darnold was USC, so I guess they just had a lot of USC quarterbacks.
Do you watch college football at all? Do you got a team or anything, or you don't care too much?
I went to ASU. I went to ASU, so I like ASU. It's hard because like I've got 3 kids, so usually Sundays, my wife, we're all pretty much like, hey, Sundays, Dad's watching football. Saturdays is kind of more like family time. Exactly. I get my one day. So Saturday is more, I love college football and I want to do some streams, but I couldn't tell you the first thing about like much of the guys. Like I do a little bit for the draft. I start looking into it. I love it. I wish I could get into it more, but and I work Saturdays also. So it's just really hard.
Oh, that's right. Because you said you're off Monday. So
yeah, so I'm off Sunday, Mondays. But how about you?
Yeah, man, I've been a huge Oregon Ducks fan for a really long time. Right. I live probably about 2 hours from the stadium. So usually every season I'll go to about one game in Eugene. So cool. I'm thinking about going to the game. It's University of Oregon versus Colorado. And the reason why I want to go to that game is for 2 reasons. Deion Sanders is the coach for the Colorado. And they also said that they're going to be leaving the Pac-12 conference and going to the Big 12, I think, so, or Big 10 or whatever the hell they call it. So I was like, you know what? I got to go see my Oregon Ducks beat up Colorado one more time because we're usually beating them every single year. So
exactly.
But I really like the Oregon Ducks a lot. But the one big problem that I have with college football, Jay, is that if you lose like 1 or 2 games on the year, your season's pretty much done. And it's like, damn, I've had so many seasons where the Oregon Ducks just lost like 1 football game against like Utah, or like Stanford. And if they didn't lose that 1 football game, then they would have been in the national championship game or, the playoffs that they just started like, I don't know, 7 years ago, which only is a 4-team playoff, which I think is kind of whack because it's like, let's at least have the top 10 in there. You know what I mean? Not just 4. Because it just
something to make it a little.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than the past when it was number 1 and number 2 were in the championship game. But it's like the top 4 generally teams that are undefeated, or if they do have one loss, it's still like one of the top ranked teams in the country. So they're still really high up there. You know what I mean? Right. So college football, man, it's really hard. It's like I like it, but it's like, damn, you lose 1 or 2 games and you're done. At least in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers, the year that they won the Super Bowl in 2010, they were 8-6, and they had to win their last 2 games of the year just to be the number 6 seed in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So at least in football, it's like you could be a number 6 seed, and be 10-7 or 10-6, and still have a chance. So
I wonder if they're going to call this game.
It looks like they might, man. I don't know. It looks like they had the referees in the middle of the field asking them, like, hey, you guys want to call this?
I wonder if they are, but I'm with you 100% on college football because that's my thing. Like, you lose 1 and you cannot, like you said, you can't, especially if it's late in the season. Maybe earlier in the year you can bounce back from it, But I love the pageantry of it. I do want to get more into it this year now that I'm doing streams and stuff. So if you want to do some college football games, I'm totally into do it. It's just not like my forte.
Yeah.
But,
another thing that I have too is like you'll have teams like Alabama, you know, and they play against like a school, and I understand why they do it because they'll play against a school that is like, you know, really, really small. For an example, I'll say the University of Oregon, they'll play Portland State University Vikings.
Yeah.
And every time they play them, they write Portland University like a $1 or $2 million check. But the thing is, the Oregon Ducks will be up 35-0 in the 5 minutes in the second quarter. So it's like you'll see a lot of the games like Alabama will be playing some school that you've never even fucking heard of. and it'll literally be 49-3 in the second quarter with a minute left. And who the hell wants to watch that? You know, who wants to watch 49-3 in the second quarter with 1 minute left? That's not exciting. At least in the NFL, every game, even if it's the worst team in the NFL, they're going to be pretty competitive, even if it is like Kansas City. You know what I mean? They might only beat them by a touchdown that game or something. You know? Yeah,
the field's more, even like you said, like the Chiefs versus the Texans. The Chiefs, actually last year, I think they went to overtime together. You know what I mean? Whereas in college, you get Alabama versus Alabama Technical Institution, and it's, you know, 88
or
Tulane
or something, you know, something weird. And then you get a 60-point game, and it's not enjoyable at all.
Yeah. So it's definitely does. But I love college football. It's just not my area of expertise. But I do like, I mean, I love all football, man. I could watch, trust me, I could watch college football for 10 hours. Like I'd have no problem doing it. It's just normally I don't get to do it.
Yeah. Because you got obligations.
Yeah.
Families first, man. Families first, man. At least you got Sundays, though. At least you got Sundays. Oh, yeah. That's good. And, you know, from the looks of it, you know, it looks like your wife's into football, too, being an Eagles fan. So that's cool. Y'all can watch it together.
We're actually going to stream the Seahawks-Eagles game together. So we're going to do that in December. So she's going to join me on the stream. And so that'll be kind of fun to do that one.
That'll be awesome. I saw the one that you did with your daughter. That was pretty cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I told her she's got to have a little more baseball knowledge though, because she was like, I'm like, hey, if you want to be in this, you gotta say something. You can't just sit there.
You can't just look at the phone the whole time.
Exactly. Well, it looks like they're warming up, so we might be coming back out for football.
Looks like we got the lights on again, maybe.
Yeah. I guess for the fans, you kind of got to try and finish the game.
Try and finish it out, yeah. The only game that I've never seen finished, well, there was two actually. Well, the one last year with Damar Hamlin, of course, you know, because that was an unfortunate situation there. But there was a game a long time ago between the Cleveland Browns and another team where I believe there's like 30 or 40 seconds in the game, and the fans were throwing beer bottles onto the field.
Jacksonville.
Was that who it was? Dude, they didn't finish that game. It was like 40 seconds left in the game, I think, and they just like ran off the field, and it was nuts because like they're throwing literally beer bottles at the referees and players and running off the field.
So what that was oh man, the Browns had the ball.
There was a play that happened in that game where there was a play that happened, but then the play before that they went back and they changed it after a fucking play happened. Yeah, they reviewed it, and it's like another play already fucking happened. You can't change a play on second down if it's third down play already happened, and that's what they did. It was bizarre.
Yeah, exactly.
It was one of the most bizarre things that I've ever seen in the NFL, and this was granted a long time ago, so it's really, you know, my memory's not that great on it.
Yeah,
but I that was one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen in the NFL.
Yeah, I think that was 2001.
So there's two games that I've seen end before, you know, they actually should have.
The only thing I'll say with that Jags-Browns game, and I don't remember, I could be wrong in this, I will say I think they got the call right. Now, like they did a play late. That's the rules. Like once the next play starts, you cannot go back and look at it. But I
would be pissed if I was a Cleveland Browns fan too. I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to make a YouTube. I might have to make a YouTube video or a short on that because that's pretty interesting. I'm sure a lot of people don't know about that.
That's the thing. The younger crowd doesn't. You know, they're not going to know that game.
I think that was from the late '90s. I think.
I think it was
or maybe
2001.
early 2000s.
Because replay was obviously back already, because it was an instant replay thing. But yeah, they overturned it. I think the Jags were just taking knees, so I don't think it really would have changed much. But yeah, that game did not technically finish. They were, they were chucking things on the field. The refs were getting Now, I would never throw a beer bottle at a ref, but I would certainly be booing to very much so if that happened to my team.
I would throw like a paper towel.
Yeah, something. I would throw. There'd be something. I'd be angry. Yeah, I would never. I mean, throwing something's assault. I would never assault somebody. But
yeah, no, that was almost embarrassing.
I forgot about that one until you brought it up.
The Palace and the Malice, the NBA one, where there's a huge brawl between the NBA players and the freaking fans in the crowd. That was like the most freaking embarrassing thing that I've ever seen.
That's back when I was still really into the NBA. I used to be a huge NBA fan.
Oh, really? When the Supersonics or something?
Yeah, it wasn't even the Sonics. It looks like we're back to football. And I'll go into it. Strevler under center here. Chris Strevler, second and 8 for the Jets. Bit play action to die, throws over the middle. It's incomplete. A little bit behind the wide receiver, number 85 there, who is TJ Luther.
I remember that Duke games, the snowballs last year. I remember those.
But yeah, even before the Sonics were still there, I kind of just fell out of love with the NBA. I was big 90s NBA, man, with the Bulls and Jordan, the Sonics with Kent Payton.
Oh, yeah.
Shaq. I mean, every Sunday, the NBA and NBC, I was watching. So I was huge. And then I don't know what happened. Tight end in motion, 3rd and 8. Strevler in the shotgun, die next to him, takes a snap. Back to throw over the going deep down the right-hand side. It is underthrown again for Luther, who didn't turn around for that. Is it Luther? Let's make sure I get it right. Yeah, TJ Luther. 4th down and 8, and that will likely be a punt upcoming here for the Jets. What was the snowball game? I'm probably something not. What was the snowball game last year?
So I think there was multiple ones. I know there was a lemon game. I know there was lemons in the XFL last year. That was hilarious. I think he's talking about
the punt away. And fair catch called for no. It'll be returned at the 21st. That is, why can't I remember his name? 25.
I believe he's talking about. I think it's Dolphins-Bills game. Dolphins-Bills. I think that's the game Duke's talking about.
Was that Christmas game? Was that on? Well, yeah, obviously it'd have to be in Buffalo because no snow in Miami. So
that's impossible.
Yeah, so that was definitely okay. I don't remember that being an incident or not, but that was a game that I probably had on the couch as I was falling asleep. So I don't remember
in the background.
That game. Exactly.
DTR. 1st down and 10 from the 22-yard line. We got a handoff up the middle to Junior. Pickup of 2 yards. I have 2nd down and 8 coming up here. Oh, wait, that's not Junior. That's number 30.
Oh, that's Hill.
That's Hill. Is that Hill?
Yeah, Hassan Hill. He was the guy that's been returning the kicks.
This guy just said Aaron Rodgers was the most accurate passer in the NFL. I can't argue that.
No, I won't argue it either.
DTR, 2nd down and 8. Shotgun form. Pass up the middle to number 83. Pickup of about 5 yards. 3rd down and 3 coming up here.
That is our boy Payton making the catch.
Appreciate that, Jay.
Of course. You've had a lot more offensive plays this game, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the time of possession is on this game. Probably 2-1 right now.
I think easily.
All right, DTR in shotgun form. 3rd down and 3. A pass out to the left side and a completion to number 20. Or sorry, not number 20. I didn't see who caught that on the reception 80. There. Number 80.
It's number 8. And that is Austin Watkins Jr. making the catch. Watkins is a second-year man out of Alabama, Birmingham.
He was falling down, so I couldn't see who that was as he caught it.
Yeah, you're good.
Nice reception there for the Browns. DTR is 5 of 8, and he has 49 yards passing in this game. Yeah, not too bad. Nice run. DTR under center here. Got a little toss to the right. Pickup of no yards on that play. We'll have 2nd down and 10. That was Hill again.
Good play by the Jets. Johnson making the stop.
Did you say his name was Hill or Hall? I thought I saw an A.
Is it Hill? Maybe it is Hall. It might be Hall. It is Hall. Sorry.
I thought it was Hall. Okay. I was calling him Hill.
It is Hall.
I was like, wait a minute. Hall.
I did it too. I said Hill.
It's close enough. Close enough.
Right.
All right. 2nd down and 10. DTR's in shotgun form. Another run for Hall up the middle for a pickup of 12 yards and a 1st down. Not Hill, but Hall.
Good run.
1st down for the Browns. 11:55 in the 4th quarter. See if the Cleveland Browns can take the lead here. 16-14 ball game. I like this Dorian Thompson-Robinson guy, man. He's 23, 6'1", 190 out of UCLA. He's playing some pretty good ball here. All right, DTR under center. Got another handoff to Hall up the middle. Pickup of about 2 yards, and we're going to have 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Cleveland Browns. You think the Browns should throw that elf logo on their helmet, Jay? What do you think?
You got to keep it classic.
Keep it classic. You don't like the changes. Okay, all right. I appreciate that.
I'm old school. I like.
Yeah.
I think every team should go back to their uniform from 1965.
Hey man, I like the Packers old school logo. I'm down for that. DTR 2nd down and 8 in shotgun form. Pressure. He's got a hit as he throws, and it's complete to number 82 there. Pickup of about 5 yards. We're gonna have a 3rd down and 3 coming up here.
Harley Jr. a lot of juniors on the Browns. Harley Jr. makes the catch.
Appreciate that, Jay. Number 92 for the Jets. Almost got to DTR there off the right side.
Duke, I like the Lions helmet. I don't like the new one. I'm not going to lie, but I like the classic Lions look.
DTR, handoff to Hall to the left side. Got a 1st down and more all the way down to the 21-yard line. Nice run there for Hall. 1st down and 10 for the Cleveland Browns. 10:02 in the 4th quarter, and Duke of Games. I really do like those Lions throwbacks, and I really do like the Seattle Seahawks throwbacks even more. Yeah. Those are absolutely fire. I think they should just wear those. I said it in my prediction video. They should just wear those for home and away jerseys for every damn game.
Agreed. 100%.
I don't know what they call it. But I don't know. I haven't been a big fan of the action green color, but every team does their own thing. DTR and shotgun, pass over the left side, and we got a touchdown to number 80 for the Cleveland Browns. And that's going to give the Browns the lead. Watkins Jr. on the reception there. 9-play drive, 78 yards, 5 minutes and 8 seconds for the time of possession. Another long drive there. Nice pass for DTR. He's playing good football so far.
Yeah, he's looked really solid. Good protection.
Watkins just smoked his wide receiver, is the cornerback there. What did he fall down or something, or did he just smoke him? I didn't see what happened there. He was a good 2 or 3 yards ahead of him there.
That was Jerome Cap, 31. He's listed as a wide receiver.
Cleveland Browns here for the extra point.
That's got to be somebody different.
And it's going to be good. Take a lead at 21-16.
And now let's see if all of a sudden we got a pretty good ball game here.
Yeah, it's turning out to be pretty good, man. Some nice throws from DTR, and even Kellen Mond had some good passes as well. Zach Wilson, obviously, that one dime, but honestly, I wasn't really impressed with his play, though. I don't think. Let me look at his stats for Zach Wilson in this game. don't think he played that much.
I think only a couple series.
3 of 5 and 65 yards. So, but I mean, there were a couple plays there where he didn't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Boyle was 6 of 11 for 61 yards. For the Browns, their quarterbacks, Kellen Mond is 13 of 19, 92 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 terrible interception, but it happens. And then my boy DTR is 7 of 10, 75 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 interceptions. And the penalties, they've kind of stalled out. We're at 17 right now.
I think now with the issues with the lights, the refs are probably keeping it in their pocket a little bit. And I think going back to Zach Wilson, most of that was on that one deep pass. So, I mean, you take that away, it's probably like 25 yards or so.
That's definitely true. Definitely true. Boyle, Duke of Games, Boyle. That's pretty cool, Duke. Enjoy that game. Have fun.
Definitely.
I was looking at ticket prices for the NFL games this upcoming season, and I did a quick 360 real quick. I was like, nope. $600, $650 for a 300 level seat. No, I'm good.
Yep.
They definitely raised the prices a lot this off season, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it markets out the real fans, you know.
2 years ago on Monday Night Football, I went to the Detroit Lions and Packers Monday Night Football. It was the Packers season opener. I got my ticket for $230, dude.
That's not bad at all.
But if you look now, it's probably $430.
Exactly. Yeah.
First day for Dorian Thompson in an NFL uniform, and for him to go 7 of 10, 75 yards and a touchdown, that's impressive.
It is. Yeah, he's looked really impressive. Much better than what the Jets have thrown out there at quarterback.
For sure. I don't know if they've had a drive over 5 minutes time of possession.
It doesn't feel like it.
The solo touchdown that they scored was off of a turnover. Or wait, no, they yeah, that was off of the fumble, I believe.
Yeah, well, there was two. There was the interception and the fumble.
Yeah.
I'm curious to check the time of possession here.
They had a short field, though, is what I was saying on that touchdown drive.
Exactly.
Time of possession.
Back to work here. Yep. Yeah, if you don't mind, check that out.
18-31 for the Jets, 31-56 for the Browns.
Almost double, almost 2-1, close.
Yeah.
Really close. All right, here we go. Jets back to work, trying to even up that time of possession. Looks like a little bit of wildcat here. That's Strevler. Sorry, it's Strevler, quarterback. Takes the snap, hands it off there to number 33. That is going to be a gain of about 3-4 yards here. The running back, number 33, that is Demaria Crockett, fourth year man out of Missouri.
Nosebleed started at about 135. They're about 200.
I bet Lambeau's more expensive too, I would think.
Honestly, when I looked through all 17 of Green Bay Packers games, and a lot of the games are cheaper at Lambeau, actually.
Interesting. Little pitch out here, and that's good. Oh, big hit. Ball's out. Oh, man, Crockett might be hurt. He got hit. Oh, he's up here. Ball got out of bounds, so no turnover. But Crockett got hit hard on that play. Strevler giving him an attaboy. It'll be third down and probably about 7. Or what we have here.
Look at that hit. Oh, man.
Who got that hit? Number 35 for the Browns. That is laying the lumber there is Charlie Thomas III, linebacker, rookie out of Georgia Tech with a big
David,
hit.
He definitely had some birds flying around his head after that hit.
Seriously.
Medical timeout.
Oh, yeah, he's probably has to go get checked.
Concussion protocol stuff.
Yeah.
I like it, you know.
It's good. I mean, you look back and look at how many guys I mean, you go back to the 90s, they would have been like, yeah, how many fingers? 10. Close enough. Yeah, you go, man. Get back in there.
I mean, even when Brett Favre was playing,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the types of hits that those guys took, and they're just like shake their head and they're like, all right, I'll go on to the next play. I'm okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's one thing that like that I do support, that they've kind of done more modern. That's a good thing. 3rd and 5, Streveler in the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to run for it up the middle. He should have the first down. Here he does, dives forward, picks about 8-9 yards, and it's a first down for the Jets. This could be potentially, if they can milk enough clock, a shot for a game-winning drive here.
Yeah, I could see that. About what, 7 minutes or so here left?
Yeah, I think we're about 7.5.
Oh, 8, 12, almost.
Rico. Yeah, just about 8 minutes here. Streveler under center. Looked like it should be a flag there. Turns and hands. I believe that's Dye getting the carry. He'll pick up about 2 yards.
Something though too, man. I'm excited to watch the HBO Hard Knocks with Aaron Rodgers on there, and like half of my other Packers offense.
It's true.
I watched it for the first time last year, and it was actually with the Detroit Lions on there, and it was actually a really awesome show. That was the first time that I had ever watched it, and I have a ton of respect for Dan Campbell. I just really like that guy a lot. Just the way that he's such a motivator, and he just like brings the energy. I love it.
Yep. He's the type. He's like the coach you want to play for.
Most definitely.
2nd and 7 here. Streveler under center. Looks like changing up the play a little bit. Ball at the 40, takes a snap, turns and hands it to Dye, and he's going to get out of a tackle and get back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down there by Bolden. And it'll be
one thing that they did say about the HBO Hard Knocks, though, is they said that they're not going to be showing players getting released anymore, and that was actually one of my favorite parts of the show. Like, 'cause it's like just so raw, and like just you see that raw emotion, and it's like that was like one of the. But I understand, they don't want to make guys look bad and stuff.
Right, but that was my favorite part too, because just like you said, it's not like mocking them. It's just, to me, it's like you said, just that realism of it. 3rd and 8. Streveler in the shotgun.
Look like there's a neutral run and
jumped off sides.
Look like there's
throws it up. Should have been intercepted. Dropped by number 27, Lorenzo Burns. But there's a flag. Okay, there it is. I was like, man, that looked like a neutral zone
flag there.
Yeah, like you said, that looked like a clear neutral zone infraction. It is. So it'll be 3rd and 3 here. Robert Saleh in his 3rd year with the Jets, I want to say.
I think you're correct. I think you're correct on that. I think it is year number 3.
Streveler in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to Dye on 3rd and 3, and that's going to be eaten up in the backfield. He lost 5 yards. Nice play by the Browns defense. And on the stop was number 92, Sam Kamara. And I don't see anybody else. Looks like he made the stop. And he's getting, David. He's lucky that his team was offsides on that play, so it wouldn't have counted anyways. But yeah, nobody was happier that his team jumped offsides than the DB after that play. Morstead on to punt. We're inside of 6 minutes. So if the Jets are going to want to get that football back, they're going to have to get a quick stop here. Play clock
running out. I'm going to have to call a timeout here.
I just take the delay.
Right.
I mean,
give yourself a little bit more field to play with.
Yeah. Don't waste a timeout. Okay. One of my biggest pet peeves for football is when my team has it's second half and it's like 3rd and 18 or something crazy, and they can't get the play in and they burn a timeout. Just take the 5 yards and just don't. Now, if it's like 3rd and 1, okay, you know what I mean? Because you can get that. But 3rd and 18, 3rd and 20, just take the penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Don't waste the timeout, especially if you need them.
Exactly. Morstead
to get the ball back.
Yeah.
And stop the clock. Little fumble there and the little bobble on the catch there.
And Felton wrapped up at the 15. Yeah, he holds on to it. Nice coverage by the Jets.
I thought that you're gonna say, Jay, I hate when it's like 3rd and 18 and your team does a fucking draw up the middle for 2 yards and you're like, really, guys? We can't even like go in shotgun form and like try to get the first down. But it's more frustrating when it's like 3rd and 12 and they do that. And you're like, guys, it's not 3rd and 18, it's 3rd and 12 and we do a fucking, a halfback draw to pick up 2 yards up the middle. It's like, why can't we at least try to pick up the first down? That's the thing that's the most frustrating thing when I'm watching Packers football. I'm like, gosh, guys, come on.
Absolutely hate it. Like you said, maybe 3rd and 18, fine, but 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, it's like you can run a 12-yard pattern here.
We don't have any plays in the 1500 playbook to set up a 12-yard gain. Like, come on, guys.
Or on the defensive side, when it's 3rd and 20 and you get called for a little ticky-tack hold and it's 5 yards and automatic first down.
Oh, you want to talk about holds? I think that holding penalty in the Eagles, I don't think that they should have really called that one. I think that Jalen Hurts should have maybe got one more chance in that. Maybe, I think that was probably one of the best Super Bowls that was ever played. But that holding penalty on the end, I don't know.
To me, it kind of robbed us of a great finish. Like, I get it, but it's like, it's the Super Bowl. Are you really going to throw the flag there? Like,
Sorry, I think everybody got robbed out of a perfect Super Bowl ending because you're always going to wonder, what if, what would have happened? Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. All I wanted to see is let the Eagles have a shot. Let them have a shot.
The NFL said that they were going to use the XFL for experimental rule changes. One thing that the NFL should do is the XFL allows the coaches to challenge any play or penalty. They should do that in the NFL. You should be able to use your challenges on it, whatever the fuck you want, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like in that situation right there, maybe they could have challenged it, and then they could have been like, you know what, it really wasn't that egregious, so we're just not really, we're not going to go. We're going to, overturn the call. I don't know. I hate to see penalties determine games at the end, and they definitely don't. I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles could have played better football and they could have been up by 21 points at that situation. Right. So, but I mean, it's like, you just hate to see games decided by penalties.
Exactly. No, you said it perfectly. Like, at the end, the Eagles should have played better football, but it's like, as a fan, would have liked to see Jalen Hurts get one more shot with the football.
Yep. DTR with a run here to the left and a pickup of 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 coming up here. Was running outside of the pocket on the left side as it was collapsing. They all got hooked up with their Hall of Fame hats.
Yep. I don't know who that is. Fred Gaudelli.
I like Mike Tirico a lot, but I'll be 100% honest. I am not really that big of a fan of Chris Collinsworth. There's been some games where he's just been really biased. But anyway, DTR here, 2nd down and 7 under center. We got a handoff to Hall, I believe, up the middle, and a pickup of 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Was that Hall? Please be Hall.
Yep, it was. I think so. Yep. Oh wait, maybe not. I don't know. I think it was.
Might have been somebody else there, showing the announcers up here.
It could have been Jerome Ford, number 34, running back as well. I don't know.
I couldn't see the back of his jersey there.
Yep. Christian, what's up, man? Good to see you in here doing a little football tonight.
Nice to see you in the stream, Christian. Appreciate you coming through. Slam that like if you could. Really appreciate it. DTR, 3rd down and 2. Handoff up the middle. And we're going to have a 1st down. Pickup of 4 yards. And that isn't Hall.
That's Tanner. Oh, that's Nate McCrary, number 4. There's 2 number 48s on the Brown. That's Nate McCrary.
Nate McQuarrie.
Yeah, running back, Nate McCrary, running back. He is a 2nd-year man out of Saginaw Valley State.
You said they have 2 number 48s too? That's interesting.
The Jets have a few of those too. I think just so many guys on the roster that
Gotcha. All right, DTR in shotgun form, 1st down and 10. Handoff to the right here. Loss of about 3 or 4 yards there. for McQuarrie. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, McQuarrie.
Some of these last names are hard to pronounce.
I know. Christian, you're the Bears fan, so you got Lions, Packers, and Bears fans all in here tonight.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it, man. Yeah. Honestly, even though I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, I am surprised I do have like a lot of Lions and Bears and Chicago fans subscribed up to my channel, and I appreciate all of you guys. But just know I'm always going to be rooting against your football teams.
That's what I have a lot of Astros fans follow me like, hey, I appreciate it, love you guys, but and they're all really cool.
All right, we got DTR in shotgun form here, 2nd and 13, 3:28 in the game. Pocket's collapsing, is running out to the pocket to the left. He's going to take off and run up the middle, and a pickup of about 5 yards for Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who has been my favorite player to watch in this football game.
He's been fun. Tackle was made by Isaiah Mack.
If the New York Jets can't stop the Cleveland Browns here, a couple more first downs is going to end this thing.
Yep. Yeah, probably 2 more.
Christian, I think the Packers will be good this year? Okay, bottom, I think they go 5-12. Realistically, 8-9. What I'm hoping for, 10-7. If it was a miracle, they would go 13-3. So there you go. That's what I'm going to give you on that.
We got an injured Jet on the field.
Yeah.
That is going to be number 51, Marquise Spencer, second-year man out of Mississippi State.
So if you consider 10-7 good, Christian, then yeah, I mean, I think the Packers, I think they could legitimately go 10-7. But like I said, if they do go 5-12, I wouldn't be surprised. The very first year Aaron Rodgers took over for the Packers went 6-10 that year. So they didn't do too hot, but Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl his 3rd year as a starter, so it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, for the Packers, it's just like, what are you going to get from Jordan Love? I mean, if he's good, I absolutely think they can win 10, 11 games.
I hate to sound like a pessimistic, though. I don't think that the Packers are going to have a 3rd Hall of Fame quarterback in a row. I just don't. That's really hard, man. The numbers are against, the odds are against Jordan Love, but you never know. DTR here, 3rd down and 8 in shotgun form. Pass out to the left. Pass is going to be complete. About a yard short, though. Number 81 on the reception there, Jay. Do you know who that guy is? Number 81 up there?
That's Thomas Greeny. He's been active all night. Reception.
And Christian, I agree. It is going to matter if Love steps up, but also, football isn't just one player. It's the ultimate team sport. The other 10 guys are going to be, everybody has to do their job. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree. Jordan Love can't go out and stink it up for the Packers to be, realistically good at all. So 4th down and 1. We got a punt here for the Browns. So Jets are going to have a chance to get the football back and win this football game here. We're going to have a return caught at the 10-yard line. Nice return from the Jets. He's breaking out past the 30 and past the 40 down to the 45. Ball got knocked out at about almost midfield. Erickson, number 39 on the return there. Nice return. It's going to set the New York Jets up here for a potential game-winning touchdown.
I think for the Packers, nice return there by Erickson. I think it's just like we just don't know on Jordan Love. So it's not even like I said, it's the ultimate team game. It's just like I said, I would not be shocked if Jordan Love is really good. I loved him coming out of college, but he's just sat for so long that people have forgotten about him. So I think everyone's like, oh, he's not good. But it's like he was behind Aaron Rodgers.
I think he's going to be super inconsistent. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he could be really great one week and then horrible the next. I could totally expect that.
And then the one game he played against Kansas City a couple of years ago was when Rodgers had COVID.
Lost like 13-9 or something.
Yeah. And it's on the road in Arrowhead when you didn't even know you were going to start. So, I mean, I can't get on too much for that. Strevler in the shotgun here. Looked like a little false start, no penalty. He's going to go deep down the left-hand side looking for the receiver, number 31. It's going to be a pass interference here. He was looking for Jerome Cap, the wide receiver out of Kutztown. What the heck is Kutztown?
I've been watching a lot of the training camp, and I've seen some absolute dimes by Jordan Love, but then I've also heard that he's had really bad practices the next day. You know what I mean? So it's like you never really know, man. I just really want the season to start tomorrow, so I can see how my quarterback plays, man. I'm like, it's the first time in 30 years as a Packers fan where I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Exactly.
Kind of like what you were feeling like last year.
Yeah, really. No, same thing last year. 1st and 10 for the Jets at the Browns' 40-yard line. Single setback next to Strevler in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to his left, fires. It is caught, and that's going to be close to a first down, about a yard short. Making the catch there is number 49. That's going to be E.J. Jenkins, the tight end.
It's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yep. Jets on the move here. We have a good finish here coming up.
Yeah. The Jets got the ball, I think, on the 33-yard line of the Cleveland Browns. So they're definitely going to have a shot to win this preseason Hall of Fame game that I think has actually ended up being a pretty good game, man. I've enjoyed watching this football game, man. I appreciate you doing this live stream with me, Jay.
It's been fun. And
yeah, it's been cool to meet you and talk to you and stuff, man. I think it's been real. I think by watching your videos, I think that I knew that it was just going to be natural. I was like not nervous. I was not nervous at all. I was like, this just seems like a kind of guy that I could just talk to and watch football and it'll be chill. You know,
same. I wasn't like when I first did with the Rooftop, I didn't know him too well. So I was like, oh man, this could end up being awkward. If it's like, I was like with you, I'm like, no, I know it's going to be chill. And obviously it's not awkward with Rooftop. We've gotten along really well, but I was like, we've been talking back and forth for 6 months now. And I've watched your videos. So I feel like we've already had in-person conversations, but we're definitely going to have to do a few of these throughout the season. Some, you know,
most definitely, man. I wish the Seahawks and Packers would play each other. That'd be perfect.
I know. Well, there's always the playoffs. You never know.
Yeah.
So
most definitely.
Oh, thank you, Duke. It's a long U. It's Kutztown. Is that how you say it? And Craig, who's Craig Reynolds? Maybe am I missing? Is that someone obvious I should know? He's from that college. There's so many colleges I had no idea exist. I don't know. How do you find players from these colleges?
Like, how many colleges are there with football in the United States? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah.
What, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000?
And think about how many scouts these teams have. Like, you know what I mean? It's just they go out there and they find these guys.
Yeah. Duke of games. What do you think your team's going to do? The Lions. What do you think you guys are going to finish? What's your record prediction for your team?
18-0.
They're showing Zach Wilson highlights, slipped down in 3rd and 2, and then he had a pass batted down in 3rd down and 5. And that's what I was talking about when I was saying that I wasn't really impressed by his play. But
yeah,
he didn't play too much, so there's not too much to evaluate there.
Here we go. 2nd and 1, 2 minutes to go at the 31-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and no, short. That was that is Crockett on the carry, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 here again for the Jets.
Duke of games wants 13 and 4. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Because it means Dan Campbell will have above a 500 record. Oh, nice.
3rd and inches for the Jets, going kind of a modified hurry up here. Takes a snap, gives it to Crockett, and he's got the first down. That'll keep the drive alive. Man, if this is a regular season game, this would be super intense here down to the wire.
Nick Chubb, beast.
Oh, yeah. Yep. 1,500 yards last year.
Oh, intercepted by the Cleveland Browns, and we're going to have a... Oh, no, it hit the ground.
No, yeah, incomplete. Oh,
wow, I thought we were going to have a pick 6 there.
That would have been a fun ending. Big man got the football and he was ready to go 90 yards on that.
That would have been a great way to end the Hall of Fame game.
Right? So the Jets have life still.
Coming towards the end of this stream, I just want to say to everybody, if you came through, I appreciate you checking out my live stream. First one with Jay's Trident podcast. We're planning on doing a couple of these throughout the NFL season. Maybe a potential NFL red zone one together. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be really fun. 2nd and 10, empty backfield. Strevler in the shotgun. 58 seconds to go.
Oh, get it. Oh,
drops back. Going deep down the left-hand side. Oh, pushing the back there. Maybe no flag.
I thought you might have thrown a penalty there, but no.
Yeah, that was intended for Luther. Overthrew him a little bit. Looked like he was pushed from behind, but no flag. On the coverage there for the Browns was number 48, Tanner McAllister. Or actually, it was 2 48s. Yeah, that would be McAllister.
I think he kind of grabbed him a little bit before that ball got there, but
yeah,
I don't know. That's a I don't know, 50-51. It's preseason.
Yeah.
Who cares?
If he threw the ball a little better, I think maybe you get the call. 3rd and 10 here. Strevler in the shotgun. 2 seconds on the play clock, and that should be a delay of game.
Hey, I appreciate you saying this has been fun, Duke of Games. I gotta say,
thank you, man.
I haven't been, the most prepared with the, knowing everybody on these teams. Jay has definitely backed me up, so I definitely appreciate that. But no, it's been fun, man, hanging out, talking football, watching the first NFL preseason game. All day at work today, I was just in a good mood because I knew that NFL football was back, and I was like, man, it's not the off season anymore. This is awesome. I love it. The NFL offseason is way too long.
3rd and 15. I agree. It feels like
that should have been intercepted.
Throws over the middle, and it was dropped. That's McAllister, man. He's had a couple plays here that he could have ended this game, but now 4th and 15 for the
Jets. Almost
an
INT, Davian. You got to have one more play here. They're showing the promo, Duke of Games.
There you go.
Goff and Patrick Mahomes. I got a hot take. No, I'm just kidding. Chiefs are going to win. Cowboys and Giants. That'll be a good football game there. 4th down and 15 could be the last play of the game here.
Here we go. Shotgun, empty backfield, 5 wide.
Get it.
Strevler takes the snap.
Oh.
Steps up into the pocket, throws over the middle, and it is intercepted. And he goes down.
Do it.
That was intercepted by number 36. That
and with 40 seconds on the clock,
we'll wrap it up.
With 40 seconds on the clock, they just need one kneel down. Yep. I love this, that they allow the players to run fucking 90 yards all the way to the other end zone after a turnover, and 10 of their teammates can come take the picture. I don't know when they started doing that in the NFL, but I am all for that. I love that.
Me too. Remember, for a while there, it was like if you went like this, they were like threw the flag on you.
We were the no fun, because the NFL was the no fun league, you know, for a while there. But it's cool that they allow them to have fun with their teammates and stuff.
Exactly. This is going to be a dead ball penalty, I think.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the play, but it was
so maybe they don't allow them to do it.
It was after the interception, so it's not going to matter.
Yep. Schwartz not happy with that call.
Aaron Rodgers looks really sad to lose this preseason game as he's smiling with Nathaniel Hackett. They showed Rodgers on the side. They showed Rodgers on the sideline like the Jets just won by 20.
I know. All right, bring us home.
It's gonna do it, guys. Well, Jay, I thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you, kind sir. And this was a lot of fun, man. And going forward, man, we'll have to do a couple more games. I know you mentioned you're going to do some Seahawks games. Maybe I'll jump on one of your Seahawks games if you want to jump on one of my Packers games or something.
Absolutely. Always
And
better
then
to
we
do it with
talked
somebody.
about, I sent you that one email. I was just thinking, like, maybe if we come up with like something where, like, I don't know, each Sunday we could just pick the teams who we think are going to win. And then by the end of the year, and we'll do a live stream, each Sunday, you pick all the teams who you think is going to win. And then I do the same thing. And then at the end of the year, whoever has the better record, we'll just hook up the other guy with a jersey or a hat or something,
Absolutely.
I just think
For sure.
I just think it'd be fun. And and another thing too, I was going to invite you. It's not going to start until September, but
Okay.
I do run NFL pools that are 100% free. If you want to join, man, it's weekly pick 'em. And basically, we just keep track, and it's mostly just for bragging rights. It's not for any money or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did plan on doing something probably next NFL season where if anybody can beat me, I'll pay them $50 a week on a weekly basis. And I'm not going to do that probably, later on in the road where I'm making a good amount of money for my channel and stuff. But I think that would be fun, like a cool incentive to be like, hey, if you guys can get a better record than me on a football Sunday, then you have a chance to win $200 each month or whatever. Just I haven't done any giveaways or anything on my channel yet, but I think that would be cool.
No, for sure. And I'm definitely down. Let's do that pick'em thing. Maybe even we can do that like Friday night, do like a show or something with our picks for Sunday, go over the game a little bit, talk about each game for a couple minutes, give our picks. And I'm down, like a jersey, hat, something like that. Totally in for that.
For sure. All right, man. Well, guys, I appreciate all of you guys that came into the stream. If you could just slam that like before you exit out of here. We've been in the stream for 3 hours and 25 minutes. I'm thirsty and I'm hungry.
Me too.
You're probably the same.
Yeah.
So, hey, have a blessed rest of your night, Jay, and I'll see you in the next one, brother.
You too, my friend. Good to see you. Everybody take care. Have a great night. Football is back. Thank you.
Football is back, baby. Have a blessed night, y'all.